Uh-oh.
And we are live, everybody. Tonight I have special guest. I have Cab 7. I have Diary of Her Mind, Kelsey's Paranormal, and Lou Rock, also known as the former. What was it, Lou?
It is the artist formerly known as Blue Rock.
There we go. What's happening, everybody? I want to thank y'all for being here.
It took me half an hour to type out that. It took me half an hour to type out the artist formerly known as Lou Rock. Holy crap.
Boomer and Mama, thank you so much for the raid. And let's see. We've got Mama and Boomer. We've got Haya Truth. We've got Karen Platt. Bruce. Batman. Let's see. Back up here. Stephanie. Valerie. Kimberly Ramirez. Zach Sanford. Thank you guys so much for coming in. We're just hanging out, doing a little chit chat. Probably do a little bit in Spirit Box if Lou's feeling up to it later. And yeah, you think? Ghost is over there doing rookie mistake. Just a girl, hello. Thank you for joining. Make sure you smash that like button and show support for the channel. Thank you so much for that. So how's everybody doing tonight?
Horrible.
Horrible.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, great. I'm having a great night.
It's awesome.
It's been so hot. Cab, how you been feeling?
I am feeling fantastic. Fantastic. And I hope it rubs off. I hope it rubs off on Lou Rock.
West Haven, hello. Nature's Beauty, hello. So I worked all day and it's been hot and it was really, really busy at work, but just figured I'd go live since I won't be able to do it tomorrow like I normally do because I have to be at work at 7 in the morning on Monday. So we've been talking about on ghost streams and after calls and stuff, Brushy State Prison. Kelsey, I seen a video. You were just there in April. You want to give us a little bit of information on Brushy?
Well, I know I know that MudCon knows a lot more than I do. There, of course, that's where oh my gosh, what is it? I can't think of his name. James Earl Ray.
Yeah.
He was there. Then there was a man called the Zoo Man. Yeah, the Zoo Man was there, and there was
anything about him.
The Zoo Man. He actually had murdered quite a few people and placed their bodies around the area of the Knoxville Zoo in Tennessee, and he was placed there when he was caught. My dad actually worked, at the prison.
Oh, I thought you said he was placed at the zoo.
No. He was he was placed at the prison or jail, whatever. After all the murders, after he was caught and everything, my dad actually worked for Knox County Police Department when it all went down, and he remembers them arresting him. Yes, basically. I mean, there was quite a few bodies that had been found around the zoo, and I'm pretty sure he died there, or he either died there or transferred to another prison, but I'm sure he died there. There was a midget in D-cell. There's been
D-cell's
there was
right?
What jail's not complete
or D-block
without a short person?
Yeah, really. D-block. I don't know if that was for like death row or anything like that specifically, but I know it had been closed off and they opened it back up recently for the public. And there was actually, if I'm not mistaken, I heard that there was a kid that had been possessed there. Recently, it was one of the workers' children or something.
It was
Which
there
is-
just touring it.
Yeah, just there, and I don't think it was in the nighttime either. And I know that person. I heard they won't be back. So that's scary, though, to be possessed. Right. Oh my god! And it happened for about, I think, around 20 minutes. That child was possessed, and that's scary. Children are scary enough. You don't need them possessed too.
Right.
Well, my children are possessed, and I have to deal with them on a daily basis. So,
yeah. But I mean, the prison. There's obviously more things about it that MudCon knows about. I know there was a lot of coal mines around, and it's in a beautiful area, really.
all MudCon can tell me is how awesome it is.
Yeah, it is. The craziest feeling you get is the heavy, just literally you feel like you can't breathe the moment you walk in.
Imagine being there for the rest of your life.
Oh,
Imagine those doors closing behind you. Kaboom!
No, thank you.
You're here forever. You're going nowhere.
It gives me anxiety just the thought of one of the cells being open for us to investigate inside and it closing behind me, even though it probably can't lock. It's just the thought of being stuck in there. That's terrifying. I couldn't imagine.
Oh, me neither. I have no idea what jail's like. Never seen a jail before.
Hi, Drone. Hi, Alyssa.
Yeah, that would be hard. But I'm definitely excited to see what it's like. The feeling at night, it's going to be a completely different feeling. I know it.
Yeah, that's how it is at West Virginia Penn too. You get that heavy, like something sitting on your chest when you get in there.
Yes, it's a feeling you can't really explain. You just kind of have to experience that feeling because it literally feels like someone's just squeezing you, and you can't take a deep breath until you leave, like until you step foot out of the prison. It's oh god, it's just a really heavy feeling. And MudCon actually had an experience down in the hole. It's really close to the chapel or whatever you call that place. I'm pretty sure it's the chapel. But he had a really bad experience there. And when he took me, he wouldn't even go in the hole. Like he would not go in there. And because he remembered what happened the time before, and I want him to be able to explain that because that's his thing.
And he's not doing right, but I guess he had some storms and it knocked out his Wi-Fi or something.
Yeah. He just messaged me asking for the link and sent it on his messenger on Facebook.
Tell him to check his Hangouts. Go send it there. Yeah, but have you ever done anything in the paranormal field?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know I was going to be a part of this. I just was told by the higher ups that I'm only supposed to be here so I can look like the oldest one on the family. That was
what?
He does have some ghost stories though. When he was a kid, he had some instances.
I've had some sort of odd things happen to me, and I've shared them before in the past. I've seen a ghost or an apparition, whatever you want to call it, at the foot of my bed when I was a kid. Both experiences happened when I was kids. The other one was with my sister, and we both saw it, and so it wasn't coincidental. But maybe that's one reason why I am the way I am today. But we went into my parents' bedroom. I don't know where they were at the time, but this is out in the state of Oregon back in the late 60s. And we went into their bedroom, and I remember the curtains being open. It was sunny out, and my sister and me looked up at the ceiling and where the wall meet together. And the weirdest thing we saw was this huge white glove sticking out as if it had been filled with a hand. And it was just sticking out erect like that. And it, of course, scared the both of us. We ran out of the room, and then we came back in. It was gone. So my sister and me had always believed that that was the hand of God. Who knows? It could have been an angel. Who knows? But my parents had nothing to do with that. But it was something that we both saw together. So there's a reason for things to happen, I suppose, in our lives.
Yeah.
Now, I've never heard Cab 7 be afraid of anything erect.
Oh, well, Lou, listen, Lou, the first time I experienced that when I was 27 years old, that did scare the hell out of me because I didn't realize it was that big. So, wow. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
You know, I think when we're younger, I think that part of our brain is open, and that's why children see things a lot more than adults do.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
I had an
Definitely.
imaginary friend. Her name was Jennifer, and she died in a drowning accident.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Tell some of your story.
Some of my stories.
Yeah, maybe you should tell. Nobody ever hears your story. You're always like in the side door. I was there. I was on board the Queen Mary. I did this. I did that. Maybe you should tell. It's your channel.
Well,
Tell
I
some
mean,
of
I
your
was
story.
9 years old when I was on the Queen Mary. I didn't know paranormal existed at that point. But I have been on the Queen Mary.
Wow.
I have seen Alcatraz. When I was there, they didn't let you on the island. It was just a boat ride around the island. So I'd like to go back to be on the island and investigate there, you know.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
There was a house.
Yeah, I got it.
my
Go say more about it.
I'm on top of
okay.
But there was a house at the end of the road that a family had lived in, and they didn't live in it very long. They vacated like within a couple months, and it sat abandoned for a long time. It's been torn down now, but the neighbor kids used to go in, and sometimes the basement door would be unlocked, and sometimes it wasn't. And I remember peeking in the windows. I was probably about 11, 12 years old or so. And in the doorway, there was a set of green eyes just at the height of what a man would be, but there was nothing other than eyes.
Mm.
My parents found out that I was hanging out down there, and I got in trouble. So,
it.
not yet.
He's in the chat. He hasn't made it into the call yet.
What kind is in the chat?
Let's say, what's on join the chat right now. Let's go. Brought him in.
Lady Swann.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think I'm having a paranormal experience right now. Something is gravitating me to go to the bathroom. So I'll be back in a couple minutes, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All
He's
right,
got to
thank
go take a EVP.
well, a little bit more than that, but yeah, you're right. Oh.
Hey, Medcon.
Take your time, Gabby.
Finally, I'm in.
He's dropping the kids off at the pool.
Mudcon, they invited you here so you could tell me how awesome Brushy is.
I know, I heard. I just couldn't get in. I heard.
Oh, Brushy, when you walk in the door, you get 3 wishes.
In red shoes, you have to snap 3 times at the back.
So I got the
Sharpshooter.
red shoes. I have the red shoes.
And Brushy is awesome, by the way. Just so you know.
It is.
There's
All
that
right.
damn ghost.
Oh no, it's
Yeah, so-
Ghost Mafia.
Mudcon tells
Hey,
said that
guys.
you know more about crushing.
Who invited Ghost Mafia to this thing?
I don't know.
I'm everywhere.
He's an apparition. He appears
Don't you
everywhere.
get enough of him?
I'm everywhere. Just have to keep my mic muted. You only hear me through her mic.
Yeah, otherwise it'll echo. Hey Ray, how are ya? Maybe in a little bit, Jenna. So how's your weather, Mudcon? Is it cleared out? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we didn't have no weather. It just my internet's been out all day.
You didn't have
Oh.
no weather?
Not a bit.
Like what was it? Just like empty blackness outside?
Well, okay.
No
Didn't have
weather.
this-
That means it wasn't sunny, but it wasn't raining. It wasn't
Slight
cloudy,
in.
but it wasn't, breezy.
True.
No weather is scary.
Hot as crap.
Yeah. I feel that.
Me put a little bit of weather.
Just a little bit.
That's fake.
Yeah.
Fake that weather. That's fake weather.
Fake weather.
The kids called home. They said, "Hey, we're going to bring OG back to the house. We want to go down to the Wheeling swimming pool. They're doing a twilight swim and a movie. So they bring them out like a big movie screen and project a movie, and you can be in the swimming pool watching Jaws or some shit." I said, "You ain't gonna be going to Wheeling tonight and watching no movie." Like, yeah. I said, "Have you looked at the radar?" I said, "You're about 5 minutes from getting hit by the storm. They're going to close down the pool. It's going to be canceled." It's like, we're going to go anyways. They might not cancel it. Maybe it won't hit Wheeling,
They canceled before they even left the house.
right?
That sucks. So you actually had weather, but MudCon, no weather.
Nope, just hot as hell.
I got some more good lightning videos today, but I haven't posted anything yet. But we had a lot of plasma lightning again today. It's pretty cool.
Jojo, why are you blind in one eye?
Falcon hit her with one of them toys in the swimming pool, like an inch from her eye with like high pressure chlorine water right in the eyeball. Yeah.
Ouch.
So she's blind right now.
Ouch.
It's like, you probably don't want to come up on camera, huh? She said, no. Okay. You better let her drink.
Okay, yo, go ahead and do. So you did send her the link.
Mhm.
Okay.
I also sent to Lunatic Dad in case he wanted to jump up and surprise you. He hasn't seen it, so he probably has. This is usually date night.
Date
with
night.
him and Mama, so
Yep.
he probably won't see it until I see him on there.
So, Mudcon, what's the most haunted location you've gone to?
Probably is right now is Brushy Mountain.
Didn't you see the show last night?
Kind of rub it into Lou.
Oh, you're trying to rub it in on Lou so he actually comes to the meetup.
Yeah, we're all talking about meeting up in August.
I talked to Lou last night about it. I let him know. We're working on it.
We're possibly going to do a meetup at Brushy State Prison, and it's near Knoxville, right?
Yeah, it's right outside
Yeah.
Knoxville, yeah.
That's why I was kind of hitting on that, so that you could kind of give the history between Kelsey and Mudcon, since you guys have actually been there. to the chat as to your experiences and history and stuff on
Well, we don't want to
Yeah.
rub it in for Lou too much.
Yeah, but you know
think
more
that
than I do.
point has gone way by already. I actually feel like I've been there now with all these stories.
Oh no, stories are nothing compared to real life.
No.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I didn't mean that to be a bitch, but you know.
it.
Well, maybe in August we can get you down there.
Yeah, for real.
You know what? I really do want to go, but my last trip down there was literally to go to Brushy. That's why I went. Everything went wrong, including going to Brushy. Never happened. My car broke down. I lost all my footage from all the other places that I went to. I do believe that a lot of that came from Greenback Mountain or Greenback Castle. Greenback
Yeah.
Castle. I think that
Brokeback Mountain.
yeah,
Well,
that was last month.
That's kind of why Lou Rock get your ass to Brushy Fund. And if anybody has
Yeah.
Lou Rock's file, they can drop it in the chat over there. We're going to try to get Lou Rock to Brushy. Come blister or bleed.
Yes.
Would you say don't have a what blister on your where?
After we're going to get you there, come blister or bleed.
Are you speaking English? All right. Exactly what Ghost just said.
Yes, let's get Lou here.
Yeah, Lou missed it last night. We had some good improv stories of how we're going to get him there.
We sure did.
Right?
They were funny. We were talking
Those
about
were
Lou
funny,
behind his
too.
back.
Yeah, what the heck, Lou? You missed it.
Hi, Christina and
I think it was.
Squad.
I think it was. I might be mistaken, but I think it was like. Oh no! It was J Mac. J Mac was like, "Oh, just go out with a sign that says I am Lou Rock, going this way."
For real.
And all my millions of fans will help me out.
Just give you a ride every few miles.
You know what? That could have happened on my way back. Had a lot of people that were like, "Hey, if you could get to this point, I can get you to this point." So I'm sure I could have got home through the buddy system. It just probably would have took, a month and a half to get home.
But that's still neat, though.
Yeah, I was very grateful.
Yeah. Got some good
Ask
people out there.
Lou Rock needs a motorcycle.
Yes,
For real.
I agree. Lou Rock needs a motorcycle.
All right, let's start the fun now.
Let's do that.
A moped.
If I had a motorcycle, I could get down to Florida, and I know I could get to Florida in like 16, 17 hours, no problem.
Right.
Sam's Club has a free kind of like moped thing for $900. There you go.
Yeah, but it's only 50 cc.
Yeah, I'll get to your house in about 25 years. When I was a kid, actually, I had a go-kart. It was a little 5 horsepower go-kart, I think. It wasn't much. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, little go-karts and little dirt bikes and stuff growing up.
What I used to do with the go-kart, though, is we'd go right to the train tracks, and those train tracks would actually get me all around. It would get me to the next city over. Like it was pretty cool. Like we'd get pretty far. I think that's against the law, so you might not want to do that. But when I was a kid, we didn't have no licenses or anything, and we had a go-kart. We wanted to go places, so that's how we got there.
Yep. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Herman. Jojo wants to be a pirate. Jojo said Jojo wants to be a butt pirate, is what he said.
Butt pirate.
What?
What?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
It was throwing Lego glitters around.
Legos are for you, glitters for me.
I got to say that I'm back, but I had a bad experience in the bathroom. There must have been too many kids at the pool because I had to flush twice.
A lot of kids.
At least it flushed.
Wow.
Honestly, said she's going on another store tomorrow night.
Where are you going, Aniki? Send her an invite. If she feels like coming over, she can come up.
I'm on it.
I just looked at the radar and we've got some storms popping up and about to hit us, so let's pray the internet stays on.
Oh, yeah.
And the lights.
Yeah. We need to get Cab 7 down to Brushy Mountain.
For real.
What's that?
It's a prison. They're trying to put you in prison.
No, well, I went to the Pennsylvania, the one in Philadelphia, that East State, I think it's called East State
Eastern
Penitentiary. And we took the tour. That was cool. That was really, I really enjoyed the hell out of that.
That's kind of what Brushy is now. It's been closed down since what, 1991 maybe?
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it
And
the 90s? I thought it was early 2000s, but I'm not very well versed in Brushy.
was it 2009? Maybe.
Here, I'll look
It wasn't far off, but
Oh, well, how did Pornhub get on my phone?
well, we wonder.
That's not the good one, though, Alou. That one's not the good one.
I was looking up Brushy and it came up Bushy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the 9.
Wow. Oh my God.
But what made Brushy, I don't know if Cab knows, if you don't know where Brushy's at. Who was it?
Where Brushy's at?
Yeah, Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary.
Well, just by going by what Lou Rock said, I think I know where it is.
And you really listen to Lou Rock?
Well, I try to. Yeah.
All right, so it did close in 09.
09, yeah, that's right.
Now, what state is this in?
In Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Oh, wow. I was just there a couple of years ago. Okay.
That's where I am.
James Earl Ray, which was the shooter of, who was it?
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah, was prison there, and he escaped, and that's what made the prison famous. But it's a very, very hard time prison.
Did you see JoJo's comment, Mutcon?
Nice to see you again, but this is
A half-assed family show.
Please look out that chimney. You're just making fun of your Yeti mic.
Oh, wow. So Brushy was actually kind of controversial because they used the inmates as laborers in the coal mines.
Yeah, that we were talking about that last night, which you wasn't there for.
Yeah, shame.
I know. I'm not ever there when it comes to Brushy.
Yeah,
Shame.
Yeah, the prison actually hired to the coal mines around the area to put their inmates in the coal mines, and the actual local people got mad, and they started the big Coal Creek War which was one of the biggest famous wars in the Southeast as far as coal mines go. Started the big war, and then the prison brought the miners back, or the inmates back to the prison, and opened up their own mines. And that's in my video. That's where we're riding around up close to the mines around the prison.
That's pretty cool.
You know, there's a place that I would like to go with friends. Now, they would really have to be friends because a true friend wouldn't run away. But I would like to go to the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. Now, I've driven through there during the early evening, and that is a very scary place. The forest is very eerie. I've never seen a forest look like this. It's very gnarly and crooked, and all the trees are weird looking. And there's no one that lives in there. No one. So I would like to experience that with some paranormal people, like about 10 of them. Because at least it'll give whoever's living in that forest, it'll give me 10 chances to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, you don't want to go with me. I'll say that.
Oh, man.
Because if I can run faster, you're screwed.
You can outrun me any day. You know that. I'm a fat ass. You know that.
Well, Patty learned that the first time that she brought me to the Yellow Murder House. We heard something inside, and I kind of ran out and just left her there. And then I noticed, like, oops, Patty's way back there. My bad. It was funny.
Lou, your wall's on fire.
I'm on fire. I'm burning. Yeah.
Huh.
Dot.
Dot, dot.
So, yeah.
The dot.
So if we do get Lou to the prison and we all go in and investigate, can we lock the doors and leave him outside so he'll get even more jealous?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Lou, you know this whole trip will be to get you down there, right?
Just to get me down there and tease me some more.
And
Then we asked them to see if we could see one of their sets of handcuffs. We just handcuffed them to the fence outside.
Is this the event that they're talking about in July, like the 20th?
No.
No, that's the West Virginia State Penitentiary. Now you're gonna come over this way for that?
I don't want to go there to see the penitentiary or what you guys are interested in, but I do want to meet up. I want to meet all my YouTube friends.
Yeah, I was talking to Nero and them today, and I'm thinking, like, so the event is on Saturday and Saturday night. So I'm thinking we might go out here to Bar Camp State Park, which is just right out the road from the house. And they got a beach and they got grills, and we might just do like a meetup out there at the state park and just hang out there, barbecue some hamburgers, hot dogs, stuff, and
I'll be the guy selling the hamburgers and hot dogs. Get your hot dogs here. Hot dogs, get your hot dogs.
There's like hiking trails and all kinds of stuff right there.
So what that now you said Saturday nights could be filled up with the paranormal activity. So you'd have to meet, everyone would have to meet up on a Sunday, I take it, huh?
Yeah, unless you want to come in beforehand.
Monica's going to be here.
But I know Nero's coming in that Saturday morning, which is when the Paracon is going on.
Yeah, but where's everyone staying at? I need a place to stay. I mean, I could stay in a Walmart parking lot if I have to.
No, there's I know JoJo's staying in
JoJo?
or not JoJo. Aniki's going to be staying at the Wyndham.
No, she's staying at Candlewood.
Candlewood. Okay.
Oh, hell no. Oh, no. I don't want to spend any money on this trip. I'm going to sleep in the back of my truck. I'm saving $75. Oh, yeah.
Well, see, that's the way I am. I just I'll pitch a tent in the backyard. I don't care.
Hell yeah, man.
You want to pitch a tent in the backyard, we've got a big enough backyard. You can just
Well, I
here.
got the cap. I got the cap on the back of my truck, and that when I usually go camping, I camp in the back of that. So I just sit in the back of my truck.
Pitch a tent.
So I mean,
Well, we got a couple of pop-up canopies and stuff that you can use too if you want. I mean,
I'm just
fine.
wow.
do that.
But I just hope that there's like, you know, people are going to spend the weekend there.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah,
Aniki's
gonna be
leaving.
here like the whole week.
Yeah, Aniki's leaving Colorado on the 14th.
Okay.
She'll be here, she said, the 16th until the 20th. No, 22nd. I think.
So that evening, after the paranormal stuff is done for Saturday and Saturday night, what does everyone do? Just go back home at Saturday night, or are they all going to meet up at someone's house, or?
Well, the lock-in ends at 4 a.m. So we'll probably go.
Yeah, we're going to be locked inside the penitentiary until 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
So then everybody will go back to their hotel rooms that night and get up, and then we might meet up for breakfast or something before everybody heads out, or if you guys want to do something like cook out that Sunday Sunday.
Okay. I gotcha. Okay.
Cab 7, just come to my house, man.
Blue Rockets, it sounded more and more like that. It really is.
I'm just saying, I need the sharpshooter on my channel so that I can have another good mod.
Sharpshooter will cost you $99.99 per quarter.
I swear, he's on top of it.
Yeah, he
is.
Yeah.
My God, is man.
Hey, Megan.
Megan.
Hey, Megan.
Angel Muniz. Mm-hmm. I seen Angel Muniz earlier going toe to toe with Coach Eli.
Oh God, not again.
Oh, yeah.
Why do they put themselves in that position?
I don't know, but they were both on a panel together, and it was heated. It was definitely heated.
I told him, I said, stay away from there. I said, you're causing your own drama by going into drama. Just stay away, and your life will be much better. Damn it. Jeez. Stay away from the damn drama.
Yeah, just like me coming in here, I caused my own drama.
Yeah, but your drama is fun drama.
Aniki said that you can spend the night with her if you want.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Not like that, guys.
Aniki, I didn't know you felt that way about me, girl. Wow.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, Aniki, if that ever happened, I would have to get permission from my cot partner. That would be Green Bay Wacky, okay?
Hopefully your cot is as big as Green Bay's cot.
Okay, I'm come over the day of the Paracon, go to the Paracon, and then hang out with Jackson for the evening too. Because Jackson isn't old enough to go to the lock-in.
Oh. Oh.
Man, I'm sad I can't go to this Paracon.
He can play guitar, you can sing. That'd be awesome.
Cab, come here. We'll knock over a liquor store. We'll get in.
Well, you know there, Lou Rock, I've been wanting to get a viral video. That just might do it.
That'll do it. You might even be able to watch it from the community TV there.
And West Virginia's done one. And they're opening up like the warden's quarters that hasn't been open to the general public, so it's like a once in a decades that anybody's seen up there.
Yeah, if you guys have ever seen the West Virginia Penitentiary on the on like Ghost Adventures, I think Ghost Adventures is the only ones that have been allowed to film up there. There's actually I don't know if it's a satanic altar or a pagan altar in the warden's apartment above the cell blocks.
Oh wow.
But they are opening that up to the lock-in that night.
I don't know if that's made in the lock-in, but in the general
thing, yeah.
I know that like the day tours and stuff, it'll be open for that.
Sounds like a nice warden to me. Warden by day, sacrificial pagan master at night.
Yes.
That would make for a good story.
So, Diary, how you feeling? You feeling better?
Not really. To be honest, that's why I'm not showing my face. But I have a lot to do this weekend. I've been moving out some boxes and stuff. So while I'm on panel, I'm doing all that stuff. So I'm multitasking. But no, I mean, so far, I've held down a sandwich today, so that's good.
That's good.
Nice.
That's a move in the right direction.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I actually held down the iron pills that they gave me. So that's good.
That's good too, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe a little bit better, yeah.
Well, prayers to you, girl.
Sure. Thank you, thank you. Just trying to stay positive.
Yeah, you've been going. Even not
Yeah.
feeling well, you still managed to make it on people's panels.
Yeah, it's a good distraction, you know.
Oh yeah.
It helps get your mind off of sickness, because if you're just wallowing in your sickness, you're just gonna feel more sick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so yeah. And plus, you know, Cap 7's up here.
Yeah, right.
I'm just up here to hold down one side of the panel. That's it.
Ben, I can tell you, since you got out of the hospital and since you've been doing regular lives back, your color, you look a lot better.
Oh,
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I appreciate that. Wow, thank you so much. My goodness.
I mean,
So,
you
Kev,
really
we
do.
surprise you. We was going to try to surprise you and get your evil counterpart up here with you, but she didn't answer us back. She might
My
have went to bed already.
counterpart?
Yeah, your evil sister twin.
Oh, God.
Uber.
Boomer or Uber?
Uber.
Uber, I love me some Uber Goober lady.
I know, right?
Oh, man, I love her.
She got an invite, but she hasn't responded or seen it.
She
Oh,
probably
what a
prepared me
sweetheart.
earlier.
Yeah.
But
Well,
she's been feeling better here lately.
she's got a lot on her own plate, too. I mean, you know, one day it's good. It's a good day. Another day it's not so good, you know.
Yep.
Well, she's been doing better here lately. In fact, we did an episode of The Lost last week, and she's
The missing.
the missing, and she's got one planned for Monday that we're going to be doing.
Okay.
She already
Good.
did my homework, so I've done my homework on it already. And
Nice.
It's not about Steve.
no, it's not about this one's not about Steve.
Yeah, and there's no new updates that I've seen about Steve and Melissa either. So
Oh man, that's awful. Hopefully they find him soon. Yeah, because they haven't
I
found
think
him
they're
yet,
gonna
right?
find him in water.
Me too. Me too.
So, what are you doing in?
No.
She said, "Give her a second." Step away.
Hey, Lou, how's Uncle Mark doing?
Good, very good.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, he's a couple years back. He fell from a ladder that was on a 3-story house. He was at the very top of the ladder, and he fell down directly on his head on a piece of concrete, and it split his entire head from the front all the way to the back.
Oh
And
man.
he ended up having brain injuries from it. It took him about a year to be able to speak correctly again and to be able to remember everybody. But he ended up recovering very well from that injury. But a few nights ago, he started having seizures. He was unresponsive. At one point, he wasn't breathing, and he was rushed to the hospital. They were worried about him even making it. Now I went into Cab's live stream, asked everybody to, say some prayers for Uncle Mark. I was crying all day, heart twisted in knots all day. And then I get a call from Uncle Mark, and he's like, "Well, what's wrong with you?" "What the hell do you mean, what's wrong with me? I'm worried about you." It's like, "I'm fine. I'm good. When do you know me to be taken out by something like that?" And just Cap 7 was like, "Uncle Mark's tough. He's gonna make it." And I'm so happy that he didn't. And he said thank you for all the prayers.
Oh, heck yeah, man. Well, they work. That's the thing. They work.
Yep.
Definitely.
Uncle Mark there doing a fall like that. Someone was looking out for him because he could have died. I mean, seriously, anyone could have died during something like that. That's major. But something kept him around for all these years after that. So he's a very fortunate man.
Yeah, well, fortunately, when he was younger, he used to smash his head into a lot of things on purpose.
Oh.
And so they think that might have helped with actually survive. The doctor said if it was anybody else, they probably wanted to survive the fall. And he was unconscious for a little while when he fell directly, and he landed on it was a concrete step. And he said when he woke up, he felt that his face was drooping because it wasn't connected to his skull anymore. And he pushed it back up, wrapped it up with a bandana, and didn't pass out until he got to the hospital.
Damn.
Wow.
But yeah, he was in rough shape for about a whole year after that. And
did they do a CAT scan on him recently?
This visit to the hospital, I believe they did. They did all kinds of tests on him.
Well, the reason I asked, okay, my grandmother, before she passed away, she had taken a nasty fall and hit her head, and her nurse she was off the whole weekend. So when the nurse came in, my grandmother had laying there on the floor for 3 days after having a brain aneurysm, and she lived through it. And literally, the aneurysm didn't go away. It's basically a busted blood vessel on the brain, and bleeds in there. They actually had to put a valve in through her skull so that she could turn that valve every so often and drain the excess blood off.
Yeah.
To relieve the pressure, because it would send her into, what do you call it, convulsions, or
he was having seizures. It wasn't a stroke. Yeah, it wasn't a stroke. It wasn't a blood clot. He was actually having seizures. He might have to be on anti-seizure medication for a while, but he's back to his own self. If you go and talk to him, you won't get a word in edgewise. So that's Uncle Mark for you.
Great.
Unfortunately, when my grandmother, she died about 7 years after that. She lived for 7 years after having that brain aneurysm, and literally there were certain times a day she'd have to turn that valve. Of course, now she ended up getting Alzheimer's from that and having to be taken care of and all that in a nursing home. But she literally had to have that valve turned so many times a day to relieve that pressure, so that it wouldn't give her the seizures.
Yeah.
See, my Uncle Mark. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Lou.
My Uncle Mark does have memory problems, and I think that's part of why when you talk to him, he talks a little bit more than a normal, or not calling him not normal, but I don't think he remembers that he said
something
like once, so he repeats himself a lot, and he tells the same story a lot. But
yeah, that's symptomatic for sure.
He's definitely been a really awesome role model in my life. When I got kicked out of school at 16 years old, I got a call it was like 7 in the morning the next day. And I picked up the phone. I'm like, hello. And it was him. And he said, you got boots? And I was like, what? Why do I need boots? He said, well, you're going to work. Oh, yeah, I'm sure I got some boots somewhere. And I got ready and he picked me up and he taught me a trade. And years later, he told me that he was proud of me for going to work that first day, not complaining, throwing my boots on, getting ready, and just getting out the door. But I was definitely grateful, and I still am really grateful for all the things Uncle Mark has done for me in my life. Definitely one of the most important people in my life.
Absolutely.
Well, I can back that up what Lou Rock just said, because I've known Uncle Mark for probably close to a year, and Lou Rock has talked about his uncle many a times in very high regards. And matter of fact, he feels like Uncle Mark is like having a dad. So that's pretty that's pretty cool.
Definitely. Uncle Mark has been the closest thing I've ever had to a father.
Yep.
And I love him. I love him with all my heart. I'm glad he's okay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Anarchy.
Sorry, I was waiting
You
for Lou to
know,
talk.
you want to
I
hear
didn't want to
something kind of
making
spooky?
noise.
All right, the video
Hello.
that I released, I released it, I believe, the day before Uncle Mark had all his seizures, and two spirit box sessions that I had before that. All three, Uncle Mark's name came up so clear, it just said
Wow.
Mark, and I'm like, Mark who? Who are you talking about, Mark? And I found out the next day. My aunt when my aunt called me, she was crying. She said, he's not breathing, he's not responding. She's a nurse, so she's not easy to scare like that. But yeah, he's doing very well and snapped out of it. But he's still got a little bit of fighting to do. I notice he looks like he's still he's walking with a cane. So he's still probably a little bit not all balanced out yet, but he's a tough guy.
Anarchy, we set you up for the 16th to the 22nd, right?
The 15th, I think. Right? No, 6th. Yeah. Wait. Freaking name.
Anaki's
The
here.
15th. The
Hi, Anaki.
15th. Hi,
Yeah,
Lou.
Hey, Anarchy.
Hey, Anarchy.
Hey,
Hi,
Anarchy.
guys. Gee, don't everybody seem so excited?
So, Anaki, you want to
Hey,
sleep with Cab
Anaki.
7, I heard.
I'm sorry I'm not Green Bay. Jeez.
I
I was
almost,
just giving you a place to be. Jeez.
well, I became like, come on, you know, I became moist and half erect, but that didn't last very long.
My lord.
Hey, my book, 30 Seconds, is a success.
God, you're lucky.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
So if Cab comes over for part of your stay, he can bunk with you and Jackson.
Yeah. Yep.
Night, Kim.
Oh, by the way,
Good night,
Lou,
Kim.
remember when we was talking about the conspiracy theories and what they could do to stop the trolls and all that?
Yup.
Go and look at new changes to the new changes that they just put in the guidelines in the last week for the trolling. Remember how I said they need to build an algorithm that if a troll account gets reported so many times, it automatically blocks them from YouTube and blocks their IP address?
Ah.
They are actually doing it.
See, that's a slippery slope.
They're
I
listening
think,
to you
though.
guys
Wow.
talking.
You know why
that's
that's a slippery slope? Because there's a lot of clicks on YouTube. There's a lot of clicky type groups.
Yeah.
And all it takes is one of those groups to attack an individual for them to get caught up into that algorithm. I just hope it works for the people that are actually trolling and not, you know, somebody who's getting picked on.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure there's
agree.
a number of, like, they have to be reported so many times, and like
Right.
excessive amounts of reports is going to trigger that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm sure it also has to be like maybe like legitimate. You know what I mean? Because YouTube could just look at that and be like, wait, no, wait, it was that people. It was a bunch of group of those people.
Well,
Shadows.
at least they're
Hopefully.
making an attempt to do something about it now, compared to they wasn't doing shit before. You know?
You know, my idea is actually stemmed from something that Cab 7 has said for a long time. And what he has said, I know since I've started watching him, is when people are held accountable for what they say and what they do. And what I mean by this is, like I was saying the other day, we should have to sign up on YouTube with a legitimate identity, you know, maybe an ID, social security number, whatever, birth date, all that. So it's identified to you specifically. That way there, if you actually say something, you're accountable for it.
Yeah, that's good.
If these people couldn't hide behind the fake accounts anymore, I don't think they'd be saying half of the things they say.
Hide behind the damn keyboard is what it is.
Well, this is what I found out. Okay, I've been on YouTube for almost 6 years. And one thing I found out, and this is a fact, that those thumbs down that you get, those fake accounts where they make nasty comments towards you, are coming from people that you've had a negative experience with before. They're not coming just from people on, you get, it's rare if you get randomness, okay? But the reason why you get those thumbs down are they're from people that you've had a negative experience with.
Yep.
That's where they're coming from. It'd be nice if we could find out who, but you'd probably be surprised by some of the people who are leaving you thumbs down.
Yep. I agree.
So, and I've said that
Like
in
people
several of my
that
live streams.
Yeah, people that claim that they're, you know, friends of yours and they love you, and then they turn around and they don't. Yeah, not so much.
Just
Yeah.
like
I've
the
seen
one,
your-
just like the one Cab had.
Mhm.
He said the other day on his live, he says, "I think I know who you are." Did you ever figure that out, Cab?
Oh, the one that came in and said he broke his back?
No, no, not that one, but the one that was on the Singing Tuesday, that came in, then came in the next morning.
Oh, yeah. This guy claims to be a veteran, and he says he was in the Air Force and he works for the fire department. Now, anyone can look up on the internet, you know, things about the Air Force and get information and sound like you're legitimate. And I knew he was lying right up front, because ain't no veteran, and I'm a vet, ain't no veteran going to go up against another veteran. One thing that I've learned as a vet is that we stick together as brothers and sisters.
Exactly.
Period.
Amen.
So
I agree.
Agreed, for sure.
Christina and Swann Ghost Squad said, yes, I would like if you two would show us who unsubscribed willingly. That would be helpful so we know what our target audience is too.
Well, one thing, I've said this for quite some time now. You know what? We would get a hell of a lot more views. We'd get a hell of a lot more subscribers if that damn notification bell worked 100% of the time.
And it
Yeah.
don't. And it don't.
Can you imagine how many people, for those that have live streams, could you imagine you're used to 35 people, let's say, in a live stream, and you're getting only 25, 30% of the notifications being sent out. But if it's 100%, could you imagine maybe having 75 to 100 people in a live stream?
Or
It is.
more. Or
Right.
more.
Yeah.
Wow.
I went
Now,
live.
Tab, they just released a video.
Yeah,
YouTube
really.
just released a video about the notification button and about what's going on with it. And they did admit that there are certain issues going on. One of the issues is a lot of YouTubers like to upload on the hour. So, they'll get these giant spikes at 9:30 or 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And that kind of shuts their system down a little bit where other people don't get their notifications.
Not
But
only
also,
Not only that, but I think they're going to implement the same thing that Facebook uses, where like when you send out a tweet, it only reaches a percentage of what you are of the people that you are following or the follow as you. If you want it to reach more, you have to boost it. It costs you like $5 a month, and they're going to start charging us for our notifications.
That's ridiculous.
you know what makes exactly zero sense?
Wow.
It makes 0 sense that they have an option when you click the bell and to get no notifications. Why click the bell in the first place?
Yeah, no shit.
Really?
Why not just have the bell either you have it on or you have it off? No in the middle, no some notifications, no personalized notifications, either on or off.
What's this personalized notification?
The personalized
I don't know.
notifications is you get a percentage of notifications that go out if it adds up to something that person usually watches. I don't know their exact formula for it, but it's just silliness to
That's
even try to.
stupid.
Oh yeah, it
What's
needs to
the
make
point?
it either on or off, not half
Yes.
on or it's on but it's off.
Okay, well, I just unclicked Lady Swann's notification button, and then over to the left it said, I will get occasional notifications. All right, so let's click it again. You'll get all notifications. That's the only thing it gave me.
Well, usually there's 3 choices. There's none, occasional, or all. And it doesn't matter what device you're on to get those. I believe you need to be on a cell phone to get those 3
Yeah.
options.
Yeah.
Because I do remember seeing those 3 options, but it didn't do that just now.
Yeah, it would be on your cell phone.
Well, that
and
was on my,
actually, they even go into, in this video, it's in your creator studio. It should
yeah, I
be
saw
there.
that. I saw that.
They even go into the fact that, they got countries like India that have so many people that some points of the day, they take up pretty much all the notifications and everybody else is kind of left hanging in the dust because India uses up, all the bandwidth for putting out those notifications. But they say they're trying to work on it. They say they're trying to clarify what's going on to everybody. The video was actually pretty informative, and I wish I was prepared and had a link or something, but I don't.
If you go into YouTube Creator Studio, it comes up over to the right. I saw it.
Yep.
The problem with that, though, is YouTube is fixing things that don't need to be fixed. It's not broken. They need to fix the stuff that's broken and leave the rest of it alone for now.
Why can't we just have on or off? Why do we need 3 different choices? On or off. Either you like to watch this channel or you don't. Why is there well, I like this channel, but I only want to see them some of the times? That's usually never the case. If somebody clicks on something because they like it, it's because they like it, not because they want to see it sometimes or when YouTube tells them it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Megan has a question about, they're getting rid of Hangouts, which I heard is August 1st. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard.
End
If
of the
that
year.
happens, then, Megan's question is, then what? What do we use?
OBS.
And hi, Tiny.
Yeah, there's other
Tiny.
Just
things
stub my
that we
toe.
can use. It's just they won't be
Yeah.
as easy. It won't be as simple.
What is that one called? Zoom? I've seen some people use Zoom.
Oh, yeah, that's something I heard, too.
Yeah.
Ghost was saying it'd be OBS or something similar to OBS.
Well, we left it up to Ghost Mafia
What if
last
some
night
people
to
don't
figure
have
that out.
computers, though? You know what I mean? Some people use their phones.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can't do Hangouts on your phone, though, right? Never
You
mind.
can.
You can
Even the
be,
phone.
you can be in a hangout on your phone. You can be part
Yes,
of a hangout. I don't know if you can
Mhm.
start one. I don't believe you can.
Yeah, you can.
You can?
Ghost has done it.
What?
Oh.
Started looking out from your phone. No?
If
No,
it's a
you
call,
start
I
it on
think
your
you
computer
can.
and then you can be your own
But you-
guest.
You can't stream from your phone on Hangouts.
Because like I've
You
done it
could
where I
if you
have my
started
mom
it
set
on
it
your
up.
laptop.
I have
Yeah,
my
right,
mom set
exactly.
it up at home and then I'll pop in and be a guest on my own panel.
Yeah. That's how I did it, and then me and Boomer went to Walmart. It was pretty fun. But I did it to see if we could go out and explore and have a panel of people on an explorer.
So you'd have to basically have
So
your
that's kind of why I tried it.
set up with the Hangout.
So, Annika, did it work?
Yeah, it did.
Cool.
I had to mute the one from the house, but it was cool because I was out and about, and I could watch the dog, what he was doing. I could watch my house for ghostly activities. Like I could see inside my house. It was kind of cool.
Sweet.
And yeah, I had a panel. I had Boomer up there watching, in case something weird happened. And he's like, "Oh my god, I saw something black go by your camera at home." I was like, "Oh, that's the dog's tail." It's pretty funny. But yeah, it was funny to watch him. It was pretty funny.
Speaking of going live from cell phones, though, guys, I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the Paracon in July. I am, last time I checked, 569. So I have a lot of work to do. So if you can definitely make sure if you don't have subscribed to me that you are, and that you tweet this out, write it on the water tower, the school buses, whatever.
Magic, this is what I suggest. Magic marker on your chest. Go stand in traffic, topless,
Topless.
and that'll bring them in.
Sure will. I did it.
Make sure you write it on your back as well.
Yeah, I did it and lost fucking 50 subscribers. What are you talking about?
Oh, nuts.
Good Lord.
You know, I looked at the percentages of my subscribers to see what the breakdown was. Now I understand why I've got all the blue hairs following me. Because it said my largest population was women over 55.
And then you got me.
Then I got you, Lou. That's right.
But I do have to say, Pat's older than me. Haha.
Do what?
I said, I'm not 55. I say that you're older than I am. Haha.
I'm just a woman over 35.
That's right. It doesn't matter what age you are. That's cool.
No, I'm 18. What are you talking about? I try to be, at least.
I look like an idiot when I try to act like I'm 18. It's like that guy looks like Chris Farley.
Ben, what you got to do, you got to dye your hair black and then frost the tips blonde. And then get yourself a pair of them, what are those Wayfarer glasses? What, the old school ones? You know what? We should do a Cab 7 makeover.
Well, what would we do with the gray beard though? That's part of my.
Oh, that's getting shaved off.
Oh hell
You're gonna
no!
have
No.
we're gonna dye that, and you're gonna have lines. You're gonna have like lines and designs shaved into the beard hair.
He'll draw you a black beard.
Oh.
He'll do the airbrush beard.
We're
No,
gonna have
we
Cab
can dye
7's
the beard.
eyebrows on fleek.
Man.
He'll have the
at
airbrush
this
look and
Cab
everything.
He's a styling and a profiling.
Yeah,
I
beard
thought
glitter.
Megan was gonna do a makeup with you in Green
that's
Bay.
what I
I can't
thought.
wait to see that.
That's what I
It'll be
thought.
funny.
I'm willing. Trust me.
Yeah, that'll be a good video or live stream. That'd be better live because that'll be just great to watch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That'd be fun.
There's your viral video right there.
You want to do it?
Funny.
Cab
You wanna-
7 gets a makeover. That's the viral video.
You want to do an inspirational video? I'm at work the other day and it's 98 degrees. I'm in a metal building. It's hot. And I get a notification that Cab 7 put out a new video. And it was all after all that crap happened, and he put out an inspirational video, which was a good video. And all of a sudden, Cab 7 falls down in his pool in the backyard. And I'm in 98-degree weather.
Oh,
And I'm like, Cab, really?
That has to have been my probably most moist video I've ever done.
It was very moist. And if I could have jumped through my phone, I'd have been right there with you.
Megan would say he was borderline wet.
Oh yeah. Wait. That's funny because a few people even said that. They said that it looked so inviting. They wanted to join me.
So Marcon, we got to get you a kiddie pool for your job.
I know, right?
Go for it.
So, Ben, what kind of pool is that actually?
It's a containment container, and it came from Hastings. And what those containers are meant for are for chemicals. And when I called the CEO of that company, because that's who I wanted to talk to, and I said, listen, I don't want to use it for chemicals and what have you. Can that be used for a swimming pool? And he chuckled and he said, you wouldn't believe how many people buy this for a swimming pool. And man, I've had it for 3 years and it works great.
Do you have a filtration tip?
Don't need one. All I do is I have a duck that's in there, and you put in a couple discs of chlorine, and that shocks the pool constantly, so no algae can grow in there. Yeah.
Before you got in, I had a customer come up. But before you got in, I was going to write you rubber ducky, rubber.
Oh hell yeah, man.
Rubber ducky, you're the one.
Oh, it's a rubber duck. All right.
Make bath time lots of fun.
Hey, Cab, have you ever heard of a disease called Shigella?
Yeah, you just talked about it, I think, yesterday.
Yeah,
Yes, that's what
I
you
had
had.
Shigella. It was from duck poop or geese poop because we have Canadian geese that come and swim in the lakes around here. And they had just left, and we went swimming, and I must have ingested some of the bacteria, and that is such a bad sickness.
Well, you know what, Lou? That's really coincidental that you say that. Now, I didn't have Shigella, but I use duck poop and geese poop during hunting season. I wipe it on my face, and it camouflages me, okay? The smell is awesome. It doesn't bother me at all, but I came down with Nutella. So, man, that's a good thing. I'm gonna take whatever comes.
Oh God.
I bet you bleed from your orifices from that, right?
That's like pulling a fish hook out of a bass mouth there.
Oh God.
Oh my lord.
Hey Ben, can I do a request?
Sure.
You need to do a video. I love your garden, love your yard. It's most beautiful. But do a video on that pool.
I actually listen. I did a comedy video on that pool, and I got in trouble for it. Now, no one knows about this except for the very few people that got to see it early in the morning. But I dressed up as a pregnant nun.
No.
I did. No one knows about this. Well, now you're knowing about it. But I dressed up as a pregnant nun. It was foggy as all hell. And I was thinking, oh, let's be real stupid, okay? So I get out and I do my Irish nun, okay? And it's like, this is the new baptismal font at our church at St. Catherine's. And, no one knows about this. But this old dirty nun is going to go ahead and baptize herself by herself. And so I'm wearing this outfit, and I jump into the pool, this pregnant nun, and I come up looking like Bo Derek. Okay, my boobs fell down. Oh my God! And the comments that I got were not very nice. I think they were from Catholics.
Oh my God, that's great.
So I had to take the video off YouTube. That really sucked.
You know what? I have an inkling feeling that was a real person in your life. Am I right or wrong?
Well, no, she wasn't pregnant, but her name was she was from Ireland. Shoot, sister. I can't remember her name right offhand because I'm put on the spot.
But it was
she
a real
my
person, huh?
favorite nun. She was. Loved her.
Because you do it too perfect. So it had to be somebody you had to deal with on a regular basis.
But can you do a real video of your pool? How it works?
Well, I don't know how that would go over it, how YouTube would look at that because I'd be using the name of the company, Hastings. And yeah, I could easily do a video on it, but I don't know how YouTube would look at that.
I got you.
Well, you're not saying that you're sponsored by them. You're just doing a review.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt, but Lou, I think your bed's on fire.
No, it's his wall.
It's my wall.
He'll jump into it if you ask him to.
Yeah.
Oh my crap.
Do it.
Am I really?
Go, Lou, go.
I'm an idiot.
You're an idiot. His wall's on fire. Really?
My lord.
Okay, so we're going on an explore tomorrow night.
Yeah, where are you going?
Kynan is actually gonna ride his motorcycle down that road in the morning when he gets off work. Anyways, he's going during the day to explore. Anyways, we're going to Riverdale Road.
Give us some insight on that. What's the history?
It's like it's just like a haunted road here in Colorado, but I think it's in Thornton. I want to say it's in Thornton. And, you see, obviously, like a phantom car. Strange things happen, like you'll have handprints on the outside of your car of little kids. Your car, like if you park it, your car it's like somebody is sitting there shaking your car. There was a bus accident that, children obviously perished in that bus accident there. There's just so much history about like the Ku Klux Klan, like all kinds of like dark history on that road. And people would go there to look for Joggers Hill because a guy was actually struck and killed on this hill as he was jogging early in the morning. And so if you get out of your car, you can hear like somebody running, and it sounds like they're running at you. Jack knows a lot more about it than I do, but
What's the name of this place?
Riverdale Road.
Riverdale Road, huh? We got a place named Riverdale Road, but you're more likely to get cracked there.
Well, since then they've they've built houses on this, but it's nonetheless creepy. I've done several videos there. It really is scary. And me, I run.
I run too. I'm waiting.
I go away. I don't run. I'm not gonna take my camera in and go looking for it. I'm running the other way. I'm out. But yeah, I've had my car shake.
That are this big.
Oh.
So you've been there before, and your car is shook.
Yeah, my car is shook. We found handprints on the back of the window. We've been chased down that road by a car that was not there.
And you're in Colorado?
Yeah. So me and the boys are going to do it. I asked Kynan if he would do it, and he goes, "Oh, that's a great idea. I'm going to take my bike down that road in the morning after work." And, he's a motor vlogger, so, he'll record what happens in the morning, but...
I didn't realize the KKK was out that far.
It's kind of really creepy. But
I mean, we're in the South, and where I'm from, the KKK back in the day was very big. Of course, not now, thank God. But I didn't realize.
Yeah, Jackson can tell you lots of things about that road. So.
Where I lived in Florida, there was adopt a highway signs courtesy of the Ku Klux Klan.
What part of Florida?
I'm not gonna put that part of Florida.
Well, I remember that being on the news.
Yeah,
and it got taken down, right?
No, well, they had a whole bunch of them. They might have ended up taking them down eventually, but they had so many of them. It wasn't just like one spot.
It was many. I remember that.
Yeah, it was adopt a highway courtesy of the Ku Klux Klan, and they were everywhere. But you're also talking about an area, like you said, that is got a lot of history there.
Yeah, I gotcha. Boomer Rock said, we have KKK here in my area. Where's Boomer Rock from again?
New York, upstate New York.
Okay, so I thought it was centralized to the South, but I may have been wrong, huh?
Oh no, it's everywhere.
The only like things that I've seen like that up here are like what are the they're a certain percenter motorcycle. I don't know if it's 5%, 3%, 1%. Are they 1%ers? They're percentage type people of some sort. I don't know what they're called. But anyways, those people.
Well, see, I remember as a kid, even though I'm only 18, I remember, as I was a kid.
5%er. That's what it is. Sorry.
They had KKK rallies in Cumming, Georgia, which was one of the headquarters for the KKK in the South. And it was weird to me then, but since way back then, I've never heard anything else about it. So I didn't realize.
Like I've heard the largest concentration of skinheads. Now I've watched a lot of documentaries on YouTube, and for any of you that have never been to that place, it's called YouTube, and it's an awesome place. You can see a whole bunch of videos. But on YouTube, there's a lot of documentaries, and I love watching about motorcycle gangs, gangland. I love all that stuff. But the largest concentration of skinheads is in the state of New Jersey. I did not know that.
Really?
But, yeah, you got to check it out. But skinheads are all over the states. I mean, they're not just in the U.S. They're all over in a lot of countries. But that was just kind of interesting information. And New Jersey isn't that far from me.
Yep.
So I figure Lou Rock, if I can make it through the state of New Jersey on my way to Massachusetts, your neighborhood is nothing then compared to going through that stuff.
Yeah, you
So
can think
I'm
that,
good.
but you'll be all right. Yeah, it's nice here.
I might have a few holes in the side of the pickup truck, but I'll make it, man.
Yeah. Nah, it's not that bad. It is, but my neighborhood isn't so bad.
No, I remember that video you put out, man, because I was getting ready to come up to your place. It was just a couple of weeks before I think I was going to come up to your place, somewhere in that neighborhood. And here you are out on your damn sidewalk. You're coming back from Uncle Mark's, I think, or going to Uncle Mark's. And you're going, yeah, there's just a shooting. And you're showing the guy that got caught or something like that. And I'm going,
Yep.
holy crap. And I'm going into this damn neighborhood.
Actually, somebody came and shot at him in his house, and he shot back, and they arrested him for shooting back.
Yep.
That's what it was. But yeah, that happens sometimes. Not usually in this neighborhood, but it happens everywhere. It doesn't matter where you're at.
Yeah, Boomer said they vandalize our national cemeteries because they don't agree with Confederate being buried with our Union soldiers. And I just wish they'd leave our history alone.
Right.
I look at it this way. Today it's one nation under God, and one nation means all of us.
Yep. I agree, brother.
Yep.
You know what, though? I guarantee you it's some punk kids that have no idea what those statues actually mean.
Yep.
That are doing it.
That's true. That's
true. Lou, I agree with you 100% there too. Leave our history alone, because if we don't, who comes behind us? How are they going to know?
Yep.
They won't.
Don't know. We're going to be doomed to repeat it.
Yep.
Yeah, true. That's true too.
Hey, Megan, it's still going to happen, okay? It's still going to happen, girl. We're just waiting for the right time.
Okay, so Jackson said that there was a man, and he had a big old farm. He ran like a chicken farm, and
thanks. Have a good night.
And now they call it Hell's Gate because the man burned down his entire farm with his 4 kids and wife. And he has never been caught ever. So he's still out there somewhere. Or, he's probably dead by now. But, and so all that stood was a big iron gate. And kids and teenagers would go there and, the whole Ouija board and all that. So try to contact the little kids. So Jack knows a lot about it. Once he is interested in something, he'll know all about it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's one he'll know it. He knows a lot about history. So.
Hey, Frank. He says, "Put me in."
Put in the panel.
You want to put in the panel, Frank?
Put me in, coach. I can do it.
All right, so Lady Swann, let's see if you can ring the bell, ding the thing, blah, 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 what we're talking about last night.
That doesn't even sound right. Did you tell her to lift the bell and ding the thing?
Ding the thing.
We were talking about last night how Ghost Mafia is so good about promoting people do this, and we're like, blah, 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 blah. We can't even say that loud.
Yeah, I know. Lick that bell, ding
If
the
you
thing.
see somebody in the panel that you don't know,
Yeah.
Smack, go to their channel, smack that, hit that bar. Shut up. Hit that bar, ding that bell,
Shut up.
drop the like,
Shut up.
and leave a
Shut up,
comment.
Ghost.
Yeah.
That was good, Lady Swann. The best part of that was shut up.
Yeah. Okay, so the white man's coming.
All right, Frank, look for the invite.
You might want to let those guys know who Frank is and how we met Frank, and kind of tell the story.
Okay.
Wait, I know
Frank,
who Frank is. Sorry.
nope, different Frank.
I
Frank
know.
is the other founding member of our paranormal group that started out being called Ghost Mafia. That's where
Yeah,
Ghost
man.
got from.
He was our co-host on Haunted Valley Radio back when we did podcasts.
He was our co-host on Haunted Valley Radio when we did podcasts. Hi, Frank.
Hey.
Hi, Frank.
He went by the White Man. That was his name.
Hello, Frank.
Hey,
Hello.
Frank.
Although I did tell him he might want to change that name from YouTube because it could be racially
David.
generated.
What's happening, David?
Hey, Walker fan.
So what's new and happening in your neck of the woods there, Frank?
I am organizing my shop yet again for the 4th time because I have new tools.
Yeah, I think he's out in the wood shop.
Yeah, I'm out in the wood shop. I picked up a 1957 table saw Craftsman and a 1952 Craftsman bandsaw, and now I'm trying to organize the shop to fit them.
Nice.
Yep.
So Frank, we're kind of talking about paranormal stuff. Now, you being a Pollock, I'm not gonna, embarrass you too much, but this man.
You can't say things like that on YouTube.
Come on.
We wanted to go to Wetzel Cave. And
Me get embarrassed? Really?
how to get there. Well, he took us the Pollock route, and it took us an hour and a half down a steep hill. In terrain that me as a flatlander from Michigan wasn't accustomed to at the time. We get to finally to the cave an hour and a half later, and the cave was literally 50 feet from the main trail that takes you into the tunnel green.
Hey, I had to take you the scenic route.
I thought he was going to kill me. So Frank, tell my guests on the panel and in the chat a little bit about your history with paranormal.
Well, it actually goes back whenever I was freaking knee-high to a grasshopper. Started out in the backwoods of Flushing, and one of the biggest ordeals that I ever had was the old railroad tracks. What kind of got me intrigued in it, I think I was about 11, and they recently closed the railroad tracks down, and we decided, hey, we're gonna freaking go down through the tunnels one night, because the tunnels, the way they would work is we could connect Flushing, Ohio, Lafayette, Ohio, Holloway, Belmont, Bethesda. You could go straight through the tracks and get there in less of the time it takes the roads, of course. And so after they closed the tracks down, they caved in the tunnels, and we were one night decided, hey, let's go down into freaking Holloway and go hang out. We get about 3/4 of the way through, and all of a sudden we hear a train. And we're like, that's impossible. And next thing we know, lights appear in the tunnel. And all of a sudden we start hauling our fucking ass.
Wow.
The lights all of a sudden freaking get closer, and next thing you know, everything freaking just goes black, and we turn our flashlights on, and there's shadows all around. All of a sudden, we freaking start hauling ass. We look back, there's nothing. That's when it started that I freaking, my first experience. And then
You were about 11 years old when you did that?
Yeah, I was about 11. And then it was just from there, just looking into it, learning into it, and, you know, growing up. And eventually I freaking, you know, had little experiences in, you know, a couple of different houses and stuff. And just met y'all and decided to, hey, let's freaking, you know, let's go on this ride and see what we can find. At the age of what, 34? I think I was then, 34, 35?
Something like that.
Something like that. And hence we birthed Ghost Mafia.
Yeah, Ghost and I met Frank on our 1-year wedding anniversary. We did a overnight at the Blair House, 1699 Belmont Street. That's how we met Frank. Now, she is on her second book, which is totally different than the first. She's changed events and everything in the book, which is comical. We have experienced stuff in the house, like we had the temperature in the room drop from, what was it, 70 to 50 in 5 minutes without any air conditioner.
Yep.
We've been touched, we've heard stuff, we've gotten EVPs, but there's nothing demonic in that house like she claims.
Hell no, there ain't a damn thing demonic. Hell, between me and Dave trying to antagonize the damn thing and not a damn thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I had fun trying to antagonize those fuckers and I didn't get shit.
Wow.
Yeah, people were down in the basement and we watched the owner of the house that claimed all this demonic activity drop pins down the vents in the house, down into the basement to ignore people out.
Yep. The second time we went in there, we found wires hanging out of parts of the wall that appeared to be like speaker wires.
Yep. And then he had to leave. He moved to California.
Yep, sunny California. I ain't got to deal with that cold weather and snow and none of that crap. Tornadoes, rain, nothing. A little bit of rain. So, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's got their cameras off except for you and me, Frank. What's up with that? Aniki, Cabby, Christine, Kelsey, Mudgun. Where are y'all? Lou?
I'm back. Sorry, guys.
No speak any English.
Sorry, I was on the phone.
Lady Swann, I just want to let you know that I'm really busy right now over at Nun Hub. So if you just give me a few more minutes.
Was he dropping the kids off at the pool again? What?
No, this all has to do with nuns, okay?
Oh.
See, in the Marine Corps, we call that giving birth to Marine Corps officers.
Sorry, but the backbone of any military is the enlisted. That's the way I look at it.
Amen to that one.
All right, so he was Marine. Ben, what did you serve?
Air Force.
Air Force.
Yep.
Oh,
And then
you mean Chair Force?
And then
well, call it whatever you want, but
and then Ghost.
Fire department.
Just everybody, thank you for your services, brothers.
I was in the Girl Scouts.
I can believe that, actually, Lou.
If there's anybody that's in the Navy, I always make sure I thank them for creating Uber.
For what?
Creating Uber. If it
Right.
wasn't for the Navy transporting all the Marines and everybody else overseas on their ships, Uber wouldn't have been created.
You're not right, Frank. Good Lord.
I never claimed to be right. I'm my own kind of normal.
Which is way off base from normal. Just so you know.
Yep.
One of the things that people don't know about Frank is he Valley, and Monica was asking about geocaching. Asking about geocaching today. So
Annika was asking about geocaching.
Mhm.
Actually,
They're all over down here.
Frank
They're
was actually
everywhere.
one of the ones that got it into this area.
Yeah, we
Geocaching.
started it. Yeah, pretty much found out about it. Started it. It was me, Eric Fulton, and two others. I can't remember who they are. It's been so damn long. It's whenever I started getting into designing web pages and everything, and getting into the computer world, and came across it. And I'm like, fuck, I've done scavenger hunts as a kid. They were fun as hell. They actually utilized technology to turn into a scavenger hunt. And it's actually, you see different places and experience different, shit that you would never see. There's one in Pennsylvania that is and it's literally like 40 miles in the backwoods, and the dirt road is literally like about 20 some miles off the main road. And you finally get back in there, and it's giant fucking wooden bear carved with a chainsaw that's at least 40, 50 feet. And I'd have never seen that shit if it wasn't for, learn how to do the geocaching.
Right.
That's my goal. I've done a little bit since I've been out here, but once I get everything established and I get my RV in the next 5 years and I'm traveling the United States, I will be getting heavily back into geocaching again. Huh?
What are you doing?
Hey, I got something to show you guys.
the out on location.
This is his video.
Can you put me on presenting for a second?
Yeah, hold on. How do I do it?
Okay, just click on it.
All right. So I want to ask you guys, what do you think this is?
Hold on, Lou.
Present to
Oh,
everyone.
all right.
There you go.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. So it's going to be right here. It's going to start off right here, and then you'll see what it does. But it starts off right about in this area. You can see my mouse, right?
Yep.
All right. So it starts off right about there. Keep your eye there.
I see nothing.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Right there. What was
Wait.
that?
Whoa.
Did you
What
see
the
that?
hell was that?
Yeah.
I didn't
Hold
get
on,
to
we'll
see
play it
that.
again.
I want to see it. I can't see
All right.
it,
It's
Heather.
going to be right
Wait,
here.
there's something that gets like either thrown or like an orb that shoots down from the other
Well, you see
side.
it move in the bushes. Once
It
I
looks
come
like-
around the corner, you see it move up and then over. Right about here. You can see it. It moves up and then goes across the screen.
It doesn't look like an orb. It looks like a
Ugh.
figure
Yeah,
or
it
like a
doesn't look like an
Oh, yeah,
orb at
shapeshifter.
all.
Is it
That
like a
does, but
shapeshifter?
right
I just
before
think
that.
I've caught in shadow
can't see
figures there in
nothing.
the daytime. I just think it's some kind of energy, spirit, something.
Wow.
You don't think
Mhm.
the guy that was following you?
That's crazy.
And I've
I
caught
wish I
stuff
could see
there
that.
in the daytime, like I was saying, I caught a shadow figure there in the daytime that there's
Okay, so
like
I did see something.
Play that
no
again. I want to see
explanation
if I can
why
see it.
a shadow would act in that kind of like a shadow doesn't turn into a little ball and then fly across what like the woods. It's just
After you
it
see
almost,
that,
you know,
it pans over, and then the pine tree goes behind the tree again, and then you start to see the pine tree coming out from the tree. There is what looks like smoke or something that shoots out and then shoots across. It's very fast. Watch it again. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's
That's
like
what I'm talking about.
That's what
I'm
he's talking
talking
about.
about the thing that shoots across the screen.
now,
Yeah.
let me indulge here. Let
It
me
looks
indulge here. What I saw, now this is just what I saw. It looked like a subdued deer coming out from behind the tree and going across the screen really quick, but not a live one. It looked like the spirit of a deer. That's what I saw. That might sound crazy, but
You
that's
know
what
what's
I saw.
you know
You
what's
know?
messed up is
Wow.
over there. You'll
I can
find a lot of
agree with
deer with their heads cut off.
Mm.
I found a
Yeah,
dog
I
with its
missed
head
it. I didn't
off,
get to see it.
and then I interviewed somebody who said they found deer over there with their heads cut off. So somebody's cutting up animals over there. That's the exact spot where a girl was found. Her body was found after going missing from her house 4 months ago, 4 months before. And there's rumors about don't go into those woods from like not my parents' generation, but their parents' generation says that, you know, there was all
Wow.
kinds of devil worship and crazy stuff. And these are just stories probably to keep the kids out of those woods. But after all the bad things that go down there, kind of makes sense.
You
It
know,
does.
I've always believed that not just people have spirits when we die. So do dogs and cats and all sorts of animals, birds, and I mean,
I
people don't
agree.
really think about that, but everything has
Yep,
spirit to it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree on that one.
Yep. I
Yeah.
agree.
Definitely
Me
agree.
too.
Yeah, I do want to say that I see where Gab is coming from, because it kind of looks like it leaps out and then it kind of comes down and it bounces off. Like it jumped out, hit the ground once, leaped again.
Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying.
No
Yeah.
paper.
So I can see where it comes through as like an animal or something, but it leaps and bounds.
You know,
Bug.
Native Americans talk about animal spirits, and it's a part of their tradition and customs. And I was given an animal spirit a long, long time ago, and it is so very true. I take it very serious.
Can you
Mhm.
dump this bug outside?
So for anyone that thinks that that could not be an animal spirit, they're way off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cab, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Mm.
How do I do this thing?
I agree.
Yeah, me too.
100%.
I've just heard and seen this with my own eyes. I'm sick of people online that they don't even watch the videos, or they don't even listen or watch at all, and they open their mouth, and it's just kind of like, it's like, really, did you not like watch that for yourself? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
really.
know, it's just, but I've gotten to a point where I don't care what other people think. I know what I've seen, I know what I've heard. I was a skeptic myself, and I'm not anymore. And in fact, I would actually believe that we could start speaking to people at this moment. And yeah,
The camel man said there was a black one through rock or something, then went white across the path as the black one went back into the bushes.
in that same shot.
Yeah. Yep. That's what he's seen.
Hey Luke, when
That's
you were
cool.
making that
It's pretty amazing.
video, you kept hearing things being thrown like rocks or
It sounded more like somebody stepping through the woods.
Gotcha.
Really?
The thing is, though,
Huh.
is it sounded like they were stepping in different areas. So it sounded like there was a bunch of people. Because I'd hear something from directly in front of me, then directly behind me. So it was getting to be where I thought maybe I was just getting freaked out. Like my mind was playing tricks on me.
What about
But
the footage that you had of the guy that came in front of you, you didn't even see him?
I'm gonna have a part 2 to that video actually. It's gonna be coming up soon.
Gave him an idea last night. Kind of a surprise though. You guys might watch it.
Yeah, cameraman said just behind tree, looks like he's on his hands and knees.
Now that path right there, that's the exact path that a supposedly a jogger came running down and seen her body in the brush and thought it was a Halloween
Is this family that you're talking about?
decoration. Then upon closer inspection, he found it was a 14-year-old girl who had went
That's
missing.
Tammy you're talking about, right?
Yep.
What area was that in?
That was in my last video.
I mean, what
Springfield,
area? Where you located
area.
at? What area are you located in?
Scaredy Cat says, so from what I heard, you were being followed by a dark entity and Tammy was warning you.
That was actually pretty crazy. On the box it said time to go, and right as it said time to go, I felt something like it was grabbing me by the arm and pulling me back. It freaked me out, but I look and there's nothing there. So I'm like, I'm freaking out. This is my own mind playing tricks on me. I'm bugging out. But after watching that video, there was somebody there. There was a person there.
You think it was a physical
Yep.
person?
I think it was an actual person. That was right around
Yeah.
the anniversary of the day they found her. There was McDonald's there, like they had lunch there. And I think it was, you know what? There's Autobots written on the tree right there, right where her body was found.
I saw that.
That's weird.
The shadow figure that I first picked up, the shadow figure goes over to that tree, it shakes around, and then it turns into a little ball, and it zooms over to the spot where she was found exactly, like right where her body was found.
Wow.
Now, after seeing that, and I have that on tape, that's in my top 10 video. After that, I've always thought that that tree is connected to what happened that night.
Mhm.
Now, what the tree is telling me is that was their spot. That was where they hung out. And it was kids her age. I believe they were her age. If not, they were a few years older. But since it's Autobots written on the tree, I think it's somebody who was probably a little bit nerdy, played with toys. That was the spot. He's really, I think the person is really romanticized with that area. I
Yeah.
found a dog there with its head cut off. I got that footage too. We find the dog, and the head is not on the dog.
Well, don't show that.
No.
Well, it was a live stream, and then I ended up cutting parts of that up and putting that in my top 10 video as well. But yeah, that place is messed up. That place is messed up.
That is crazy. So we are getting into the 2-hour mark. You want to continue this for a little while longer? Lou, do you want to do the box, or do you want us to start shutting this down?
I'm
Don't
game
all
for
speak
whatever.
at once.
I'm game for whatever. Just clean it up.
You know,
Listening,
depends
talking.
on how Lou's feeling. If he's up to it tonight.
How are you
Everybody's
feeling?
like, as long as Lou Rock shuts up for a little while.
No.
I don't think so.
Well, I was kind of thinking if Lou keeps talking, maybe we can get her to 1,000 subs.
Right?
That'd be nice.
No, it's
I'd love to get to
rock.
1,000 subs.
What are you at now, Lady Swan?
572.
And the West Virginia is when?
July 20th.
All right, we got a lot of work to do.
Right?
Ghost, where you at?
I'm
Is
right
Ghost
here.
is Ghost asleep?
No, he's right
No,
here.
I'm right here.
We got a lot of work to do.
Oh, we can get her there. We can get her there.
It's an awesome community, and I know that if I get there, then I'll be able to have my cell phone going during the Paracon and the lock-in, and y'all will be able to see Aniki on my stream going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
All right. All right. So the goal,
And, yeah, probably doing that.
the
But
goal
Ghost will be having
before.
shit tied around me, and I won't be able to go anywhere. There you go.
So the goal before August is to get her to 1,000 so she can live stream for Ghost.
Well, no, she can
No,
live
I
stream
want to
on
live
her
stream
channel.
on my channel for the Paracon in July if I get to 1,000 subs.
Yeah, no,
Not
we
really.
He's going to
She's
be
gonna be live
filming
behind the
where
scenes.
I want to go live behind the scenes.
exactly that's what I'm talking about. So we have to figure out how to get you to 1,000 before then.
Everybody needs to hold a live stream.
Yep.
That's what I think. That's what I think.
That I should what?
I think everybody should hold a live stream and try to get you there. You know what I mean? Because there might be some of Lou's
Yeah.
people that don't know Lady Swan. Some of my people,
Well, we
I
were
mean, all
doing
my
that
people
earlier.
know who you are, so I don't know.
Yeah, but you got to remember too that I work, so I'm not going to be able
earlier.
to be in every stream.
Yeah, but if we do it, you won't need to be because we got James.
Well, that's true.
He could just be throwing up your links and
Yeah, James, come to my
you
channel.
know, don't necessarily make it every stream.
Green Bay has been helping me out.
Yeah,
James is my son.
yeah, Green Bay has definitely been helping too. He's been dropping it on his chats and stuff.
Well, I'll be honest with you. When it comes to someone gaining subscribers on their channel, it's like shopping. You know, you can shop online for a pair of shoes and go, well, damn, I can't try them on.
Yep.
So that's not going to help me any. I actually have to go to that store and put them on. And for me, I would rather have her on the panel with someone shouting her out, and then she can also, you can see her personality, her gestures, everything. I'd
Yep.
rather have her right there explaining herself and about her channel because she knows her channel better than anyone else.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking
that's
too.
true.
When the next time next time Green Bay does one of his late night insomniac streams, I'll put her in my chair and tell her to sign in to her. And I'm gonna send her up on Green Bay's channel.
That would be a really nasty trick, but I love it.
Send her up on Woodworking channel.
Yeah, I'd love to get my name out there so I can get to that 1,000 subs. I mean, Aniki can go live from her cell phone, so you'll be able to see footage on hers. But like I said, Ghost is going to be filming and doing editing, so he won't be live streaming that night. It's
Stumbling
something.
around in the dark in a penitentiary, running in the wall. I don't have my glasses on. You know, she'll be catching all that blooper type stuff
As long as there's signal.
that you wouldn't normally get to see on the video.
And I'm sure you guys would love seeing ghosts run into walls and
Oh God, I'd pay to see that.
Accidentally get locked in a cell.
I would pay to see that.
I'd be like, whoops, the leash fell off. I'm out. Sorry, ghost. Sorry, you're stuck in there. I'm out of here. You can't capture me. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I wasn't kidding. I would pay to see that.
where'd Lou go?
He's
I'm here. Yeah,
he fell over into the fire on his wall.
I'm burning. I'm burning.
That's the video.
In the world, did Blue Rock freaking go?
I don't know if I can find it. I don't think I can find it anyway.
Story with the little girl. Has anyone seen it? I started to watch it the other day, Megan. Couldn't get it.
I think it's July 19th, but Lion King comes out. The new Lion King movie.
The new Lion King movie.
Yeah, the live version.
All of the live.
Hey Ben,
Yes.
I see it hang out of your mouth. How you doing, brother?
That's pretty damn tough, man. You know, I just got done talking to someone privately here about this habit of ours, you know. And I mentioned before I even started this, I said it's going to come with failures. And like anything, when it comes to addictions or habits, none of us get it right the first time. If you do, lucky you.
Yeah.
But for the most of us, you know, we got to do it many times. I did it for, you know, before I became sober for 13 years. I had a lot of failed attempts. And the same thing is with cigarettes. You know, I've had failed attempts here. I've been smoking. Nowhere like I was. I mean, I was smoking 80 cigarettes a day. And now I'm down to about 10, between 8 and 12.
That's
Somewhere in
good,
there.
dude. That is, oh my God,
Yeah.
that's an accomplishment. Yeah, I'm proud of you, brother.
It is for me, it is a major accomplishment, but I'm glad that I covered my bases before I did this. And I just let people know that, hey, you know, I'm imperfect too, you know, and I'm going to fail at it, but I'll just keep trying. That's all I can do.
Right.
Well, you
know what?
you had a wake up call, and
Oh, yeah.
I think you saw it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
what's hanging out of your mouth right now is the habit, and that helps. I understand. And dude, I smoke. I think everybody we know here smokes, but what we saw you go through, I'm trying to cut back.
I
Hopefully.
think it inspired a few people, but I've let everyone know the same thing. Hey, if you fail at it, it's okay. I'm not going to breathe down your neck. I'm not going to say I told you so. And that's the best way to support someone is by being loving. You know, love on that person. Say, hey, it's okay. I get it. When you're ready, get back up on the horse. Try again.
But
I've actually had
like you said too, you were smoking how many packs a day? 3?
Between 3 and 4 packs a day. Yep.
So, I mean, that, man, if you can cut back to 8-10 cigarettes a day, that's going to, wow.
Well, I have noticed that my maneuverability is a little bit better than what it used to be. Wow.
Well, your color is a lot better than it used to
Yeah.
That's a
noticed
fake. Okay, it's just a fake. No, I'm kidding.
I noticed that after a couple days that the fever came
And-
back a lot.
be. Yeah, Lou Rock, you are right. After a few days after he came back on live, you could tell his color was better.
Yep.
I mean, seriously, my wife even said that.
Wow.
I've had a few fams that I sent over to Cab Sevens, and they've come back to me now, and they're like, "So Lou, when are we gonna quit smoking together? When are we gonna do this?" And I'm like, like I had a similar situation happen. I had a really scary, like, life-changing moment where I got pneumonia and somebody right next to me had pneumonia in the bed next door, and they were told that they were probably not going to make it through the night.
Ew.
And that scared the life out of me. And I I I stayed not smoking for over a week. And then I ended up picking it up again. But I'll tell you what, the want to quit smoking is still there. The one thing that will motivate me to quit is the money. The money.
Oh yeah.
There's more money that could be spent on traveling, having fun with my kids, doing whatever I want to do in life.
Brushy Mountain.
Brushy Mountain is one of them. If I didn't smoke,
Sorry, had to.
Brushy. And that's actually a true statement, which is really sad.
It is.
If you only knew how I felt when I was chain smoking and June Gall would get up on my panel, or when Uber Goober Lady and me would hang out on a panel together, and to see the oxygen that they're breathing just to fight to make another breath. And here I am smoking. But you know what? They both accepted that in me. They both knew what it was like, and they understood, and that helped me a lot. It did. You still have that guilty conscience that maybe one day that could be me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's some stubborn people out there. Trust me, I'm one of those stubborn people that I'm going to die with a cigarette in my mouth. And who knows? Maybe that might be too. But and I get it when someone says I ain't giving up. I'm too freaking addicted. I've done this for too long. I ain't giving up. I'm never going to go to that person and preach to them ever. You do what you want to do. If it makes you happy, then frickin' do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it makes
You
us
only
happy.
get that one. I don't know.
I
I
don't,
don't know.
it don't
I
make me
smoke,
happy.
so but after the
I mean,
surgeries, I couldn't barely breathe.
I
I
think
couldn't
there's
take a deep breath, so
I'll
severe.
give you guys
I didn't have a
you guys
choice. My sister took them away. What could
They
I
say
do?
that
give you a
cigarettes are the
little
hardest addiction to give up.
I,
Harder than
I agree.
harder than hard drugs.
I agree. I agree.
well,
Yep.
I'll tell you, for me, Dave and Heather know I used to smoke freaking, what, 2 packs a day? I used to fucking chain smoke like a motherfucker. And for me, it was coming out here to California, whenever you got a pack of freaking cigarettes that are running at that time was a little bit, say around $6 a freaking pack. All right. And then all of a sudden I'm starting, I don't know if it was because of the change of the air or change of whatever, the fucking smog intake up here, whatever else. I started literally hacking up a fucking lung every damn day and coughing shit up. And then they slapped on like 2 more taxes, and now cigarettes are like up to like almost $8-9 a fucking pack out here.
Good God.
They're
And,
$11 here. $11 a pack.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Oh my god!
so I actually kind of quit cold turkey smoking, but I went back to my Marine Corps ways, and I picked up the dip. I can get a can of dip for freaking $5.50. So I traded one for the other, but I'm still hooked. But yeah, it's the cigarette prices out here are freaking unbelievable. Anybody that freaking does it out here, you're just throwing money away, and it's like, I've cut back from freaking dipping 2 cans every day and a half. I'm down to a freaking maybe a can every 2 days now. So I'm gradually cutting down on it.
You know, the
the
part that
first
bothers
time I
me,
did dip. First time I did dip, I was like 13 years old. I lived in this little town called Ware, Massachusetts. And I had an older cousin that lived there. He was like 18 years old, so he was the older crowd. And I went to meet up with him and his buddies, and they were doing something. And I was like, "Well, what are you guys doing?" And we're doing dip. So I'm like, oh, let me try that stuff. So I take it, put it in my lip, and I start swallowing it.
Oh yeah, that'll get you every time.
Oh yeah, I just started swallowing every bit of spit that came out went down my throat.
Full on puke.
Within 15 minutes, my entire body turned green. The police actually showed up. So now the police show up and they're asking my friends, they're like, what did he take? Is he drunk? What is he on? And the kid, like, sir, he had done some chewing tobacco and we think he swallowed it. That cop started
Oh
laughing.
man.
He picked me up, he put me on my shoulder. He walked me all the way to my house on his shoulder. Now every step that he's taking is bouncing me, and I've already been throwing up. So now I'm throwing up all down his back. He gets me home. My mom's like, what the heck's going on? And the cop was like, well, I think he learned his lesson. But yeah, he was doing some chewing tobacco, and I don't think he's going to do it again. He's like, you going to do it again? Never did it again. So.
First time I
See,
did
I'm
it,
at the point.
I got sick.
See, I remember the first time I tried it. I actually got handed a pack of Red Man. So I had a big old chaw and a corner lip, and just chewing on that shit left and right. And it didn't bother me a damn bit when I was freaking 16 years old out in the woods hunting. And that was so much easier for me. Now I'm to the point where I can swallow it all day, every day, and not have a problem with it. So I can go to places where I'm not supposed to have it, and I can have it, and nobody knows. Now my gut's going to pay for it probably in the next 20 years, but I'll make it somehow.
Well, I learned my lesson.
They moved on to get the flour.
What's that? They don't mix it with flour?
I said, yeah, don't mix your dip with flour. Luke.
Yes. You don't want to do that.
I want to know who did that one.
Not me. Wasn't me.
Okay,
I swear.
So Lou Rock comes on to one of the panels we're on one night, and he just happened to, I don't know, he grabbed some flour and he like smacked himself in the face with it, so it looked like he was like doing lines of coke or something. And he's like, yeah, oh, that's not good. He's like, I really started some of this flour for real. Oh my god.
Well,
Sick.
yeah, it took a couple minutes. I had the flour all over my face, and I came on, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm bugging out. And then after like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, I noticed like I'm starting to feel very, very, very sick. And I ended up with somebody who was in the chat that flour is actually very toxic for you to breathe in. And I ended up throwing up all night from flour poisoning, I guess. Yeah. So
I remember that too.
yeah, don't breathe in a bunch of flour because it is not good for you. It's not fun, and it's not funny.
No.
It was that night, though.
Don't do it.
It was funny that night. For everybody else, not me.
Kelsey.
Woody.
You want to know something else about flour?
What? It'll explode?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you actually wanted to freaking, now I'm not saying do this. I'm not saying that I've done it. I've seen it done, but I've not done it personally, and I would never do it to anybody else. So what I'm about to say, I do not recommend anybody doing or trying or anything.
Makes me think that he's done it because he's explained so much how he hasn't done it that I'm really, really
No,
that he has done it.
it's a hell that that whole today's day we got to do a disclaimer and everything else. So we're covering that out of the way. So don't try it. But if you actually spray flour around a building and you bust a light bulb and make sure it's on a switch, it will ignite a spark and make a big old engulf flame. It ain't a pretty sight.
Any powder substance will do that as long as it's mixed 50 parts per million with the air around it. But if you were to dump it out on the table in a mound and just light it, it won't burn.
No, it won't do anything. It has to be spread out around. Yep,
Right.
It won't do anything.
You know what's even more flammable in that aspect than flour is?
Wheat.
Non-dairy creamer.
Yep.
Creamer.
Non-dairy creamer. You take non-dairy creamer and you have an open flame and just pour it into the air above the flame. The fats in the dairy are highly flammable, and it will put out a big old flame.
Yes, it will. We've done that many times out in the field in the good old Marine Corps training. Because it comes in our MREs.
He said big old flame.
Big old flame. So if you want to see a big fireball, you take a package of non-dairy creamer and duct tape it to a tannerite explosive, and then shoot it with a 223.
Supposedly.
John. John says, I have a good one for you. I saw a guy in a video try smoking a dried Carolina Reaper pepper through a bong. He thought he was going to die.
Probably.
Gosh.
Yeah, I saw that. That was rough.
What about the kids that smoked poison sumac?
Oh, God.
That's
They
just
ended up
retarded.
dying.
Oh my goodness.
That would be a painful death.
Yeah, they ended up dying. They ended up drowning because their lungs ended up getting attacked by the poison sumac.
Your lungs will blister just like your skin will with the poison out of your poison sumac, and then when them blisters pop, you'll literally flood your lungs with
And reasons like that are why we have warnings on on packages that should never have a warning on it.
Right.
Well, poison sumac has these red buds, and kids are kind of.
What the hell, Megan? As a teenager, I ran out of cigarettes and tried smoking tea.
Oh, God.
They actually do that in some prisons.
Brushy.
Smoke tea bags instead of tobacco.
Dirty Cat says, what about the guy that put the nickels up his nose?
I don't know who
Ooh.
we're talking about there. Never heard that story. Must have been some smart guy I never met.
The one I heard that was even worse than the nickels up the nose was there was once this guy, he went in to brush his teeth, and he put grabbed the tube and put the toothpaste on the toothbrush, started brushing his teeth, and said, "This toothpaste smells like it tastes like shit." And turned out it was hemorrhoid cream.
Oh, God.
Not just
Yeah,
that,
that
but
guy-
his
that
mom's
guy seems
hemorrhoid cream.
Cool guy that I don't know.
Lord almighty.
Yeah, I went into my bathroom, get my toothbrush, put my toothpaste on, start brushing my teeth. Ma, there's something wrong with this toothpaste. She comes in. She's like, "You freaking idiot. This isn't toothpaste. This is hemorrhoid cream."
Used hemorrhoid cream for that.
I don't know who the person was who that happened to, though. I just heard that story.
One
I
time at
got
bank.
we were trying to eat, and she got this look on her face like,
You know what was messed up is it wasn't like a brand new fresh bottle of hemorrhoid cream. It was like a half-used bottle with like a hair.
Had to
round
squeeze
around
all the rest of it out.
Yeah,
Oh,
had like
that's just
had like
wrong.
little brown stains on the bottom of it.
The hair,
Oh,
the little curly hair.
And the worst part is is it belonged to my mom. So it was my mom's butt cream.
Uh,
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
Oh, Lou.
I wonder why I don't got a girlfriend. It makes perfect sense.
Oh,
Oh man.
Oh
And the
man.
nickels, I could explain the nickels, all right? There was a show on TV. It was the Guinness Book of World Records. And there was this guy who had like 2 rolls of quarters in his nose, sideways, like stuck up this way. And I got a big giant nose, so I'm like, man, I can beat this guy. So I start shoving quarters up my nose. I got like $1.50 in this side, maybe same on this side, $1.50, and then I run out of quarters. So I start using what I had, which was a nickel. And so the first nickel that I tried to stuff up there, I already got the quarters up there. I tried to stuff the nickel up there, and all the quarters shot down, and the nickel shot up into my like septum area, up where like every time I breathe, I could feel it like smacking on my eye, and I had blood and snots coming out of my nose. I had to wake my mom up at like, I don't know, 2 in the morning. I got a nickel stuck up my nose. She woke up laughing. How do you get the nickel stuck up your nose? Don't ask. I just need tweezers.
how old were you when this happened?
Like 27.
Old enough to know better.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't that young, but I blame it on that show. I was trying to break a world record. It would have all been worth it if I broke the record. For real.
Oh my goodness.
See how dangerous those shows are? I should have sued whoever had that show on TV.
Life imitating art, imitating life. Yes.
It was all their fault. Have you ever seen the movie? Have you ever seen the movie Total Recall? Where he pulls the red ball out of his nose? Arnold Schwarzenegger. He has like this tracking device in his head, and he sticks up like these tweezers up his nose, and then he pulls out this big red ball. That's what it felt like to pull that nickel out of my nose.
Ow.
It was like, ah. That was
Remind-
the action.
Imagine having to go to the ER for that, and you would have been having to explain. Well, there's a show.
Oh yeah.
Reminds me
funny
one
one
time.
For some really
ER shows.
One time at band camp.
Yes, I did that at band camp myself. One time I thought I was gonna plow all my neighbors' driveways really quickly with my bike. And so I start pushing my bike, I'm pedaling my bike, and I got the shovel held on with my hand on the handlebar, and I'm driving along. And the shovel is shoveling the snow. But then the shovel hits a crack in the sidewalk, and I broke all the fingers in my hand. That was fun too.
that hurt.
Ouch.
So don't plow your driveway with your bike. It doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Oh, we don't have snow down here, so that won't work.
Hush.
Hey, Lady Swann, I've got to get going.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, I got to get going. But thank you so much for letting me come on tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm just starting to get really sick with the migraine, and I've got to go lay down.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming up, you and Diary of Her Mind.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Nice meeting you.
You too. I'm sorry I can't stay any longer. I can't
Bye,
do it. My
Pepsi.
head's awful. Bye, Aniki. Thank you all so much for having me on. I'll see y'all soon.
Take it
Thank
easy.
you,
Have a
guys.
good night. I hope your
All right.
Feel better.
migraine goes
Thank
away.
you. Thank you. Love y'all.
Love you.
All right, they're gone. We can talk about them.
I'm not gone yet. I'm not
Oh,
Oh, busted.
oh, dang. She ain't gone yet.
Busted.
busted, mud thong.
Dang it. Okay, now they're gone. We can talk about them.
I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me up, Lady
Oh.
Swan.
Crap, she ain't gone yet.
Thank you so much, Diary. And I hope you start feeling better too.
Thank you so much.
Love you,
Yeah.
Christine.
Y'all have a love you too. Y'all have a good evening.
Bye,
Much
Diary
love,
of Mine.
everybody.
Much
Bye.
love.
Take care.
Good night. Much love.
All right, now she's gone. We need to pray for Diary. She's not feeling good at all. We need to pray for Diary, but talk about. Yeah. We talk about Kelsey, but pray for Diary.
I pray that Diary of Her Mind moves to Massachusetts. I mean, feels better.
Wrong prayer.
There it is. Green Bay Wacky. How was your family reunion and your road trip?
Starting to come along in here.
What are you building, Frank?
What are you building, Frank?
I'm not building anything. I'm trying to rearrange the shop to fit my new tools in here.
Oh.
It's just a
Okay,
matter
so
of
Mud, I
finding.
looked up some YouTube videos today on how to build your own REM pods.
Your what?
Yep, you can build your own REM pods for ghost hunting. You can get the kits offline for about $15.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Who is this ghost?
Really?
Yep.
All right, so you're telling me this
you're
now.
basically telling-
I didn't know it was that cheap. But no, they actually have static touch sensors that you can make for less than $1 using a 9-volt battery, a capacitor, and an LED light. And it's a static detection device. So if the spirits come within so many inches of that, it lights up, and it works. So I might try doing a couple of those little 9-volt battery jobs, and I might try doing a EM or the other thing, the REM pods.
Huh. You have to send me that link.
What he said?
Send him that link.
Send him that link. Just look up.
Frank said that.
Just look up on YouTube, Frank. REM pod. How to build your own REM pod. REMPOD.
Okay, first off, I'm Polish. Second off, I've got nothing to write down with. Third off, if I change the screen, I'm going to lose the connection. Okay? Come
Oh
on.
my gosh.
Doesn't mean you don't know how to spell.
Have you
You
read
write
some of
it
my
in
social
poo.
media posts?
Use your poo.
If you've read
That's
any
what
of
I
my
do.
social media posts, you know my grammar and my spelling ain't the greatest in the world.
They're
I like him
three-letter
already.
words.
He said ain't. I like him already.
I told you I grew up in the backwoods of Ohio and the Appalachian Mountains of West Virginia and Kentucky. Come on now.
I'm telling you, I'm right there with
I
you,
ain't
buddy.
left it. I ain't left it. I've been out here freaking. I've only been out here 6.5 years and it ain't left me. It's still pop. It ain't soda.
I know, right?
Yep.
Kelly said my sister showed up at my mom's house needing
Oh
her
my
help
God, who is
in
that?
removal of a device from an area after getting it tangled in some hair.
Who is that?
Alrighty.
That's Green Bay Wacky.
Green Bay Wacky.
Lady Swann!
What's happening?
I've been home for 14 minutes and I'm already on YouTube.
Well, you've got your priorities set straight.
You might have a problem.
That was the road
Just
trip
kidding.
and the family reunion.
Oh my goodness, that was a lot of driving. Yeah. Yeah,
Where did you have to go?
well, last night we had to leave. We didn't leave till 9:30. We hello panel, by the way, and chat.
What up?
Howdy.
We had to drive to almost to Green Bay, Wisconsin, actually. Was funny. To get my daughter because she's doing a church missions trip painting houses for people who couldn't afford it.
Uh-huh.
And we had to pick her up. It was an 8-hour round trip drive. We got home at 6:30 in the morning this morning. Then we went back out the door at 8:30 to go to the reunion, which was another 3.5 hours one way. So, yeah, it was good. We had fun.
You have to take your daughter back to where she was?
Yeah, because her ride home from the church missions trip wouldn't have come home till Sunday, and she would have missed the reunion. So
No, you're not taking her back.
no, she's home. We were her ride home. Yes. Yeah, they all went with buses and stuff, or vans, church vans.
Yeah.
Who's all up here? I gotta see. Lou Rock's up here. Mudcon's up here. Frank, I don't know if Frank. Do I know Frank?
Negative. You don't know I.
Frank is kind of new to YouTube, but he's been a friend of Ghost and mine for 8 years.
Oh,
Since the beginning.
and we got Cab
Yep,
7. We got Anna Kipper. Are you a veteran, Frank? I see you have the flag and everything up there.
United States Marine Corps, 7.5 years.
Wow, thanks for serving.
You're welcome. No, I met Dave and Heather. It's been about 8 years now. We formed Ghost Mafia in the beginning.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's one of the founders of the Ghost Mafia Paranormal team. He was a co-host when we did the Haunted Valley Radio podcast back in the day. We had our own radio show.
Yeah.
And Cab, thanks for serving too, Cab.
And we cannot. I even emailed them. I emailed them to see if we can get the old audios from the podcast. They switched servers. They didn't archive them. They're not accessible.
Yeah, we found that out.
Yeah,
yep. So unfortunately, we cannot recover any of the old podcasts that we've done. The channel's still there, but none of the old podcasts are still there. So.
Nope. Then I had to move away and move to Ohio and decided to, had to do something else different with my life, and I left them.
There was a really good podcast that had Ghost Mom on it, and she was telling all kinds of stories and stuff, and now she's not mentally capable of doing it. So, yeah.
Yep. Had some good ones.
How long have you guys been live for? I didn't even check.
Like 2.5 hours or something like that.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's been going a while.
Oh, 3 hours? Where are we at now?
Started at 10 hours or 2.5 hours.
About 2.5 hours.
Wow, I like Mudcon already. I mean, I like the shades,
I know, right? We've been waiting on you. Where you been?
Yeah. Driving.
I know, right?
Driving.
You know what, Dave? We need to bring back the Haunted Valley Radio.
I got so many shows that I do now with other YouTubers and on my own channel.
Yeah.
I don't know what night of the week we do it on.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
It almost has to be a morning show.
No, Camel Man, I'm not doing the wacky dance. That's all Wacky's job right there.
Let me specify that's pterodactyl dance. Just to,
Yeah, it was pterodactyl dance, right?
I want to see that. I ain't seen it yet.
It's short. It's only 45-second video, so
You'll have to subscribe to Green Bay Wacky and watch it.
I told the story. My daughter cranked it up over the loudspeaker at the sub shop she works at. They were all out, and all the employees and the people were doing it in the in the lobby.
That's cool.
Yeah. How are you, Aniki?
I'm doing better.
I got an idea for you, Green Bay.
Yeah.
You take the scene from Shawshank Redemption where Tony Robbins locks himself in the office and then turns on the record player
Yeah.
and starts playing the pterodactyl dance. Puts it out over the microphone, and then you see all the inmates looking up, what the hell? And all you hear is Green Bay Rocky going, "Pterodactyl dance!"
That would be hilarious.
Oh God.
Or the scene from Back to the Future where Michael J. Fox plugs in the guitar he's getting ready to play, you know?
Yeah.
And his hand disappears.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
There you go.
All right. Well, I think we're going to start winding this down. It has been 2.5 hours. Aniki, you're doing the investigation tomorrow night. Do you know about what time?
Probably 8 o'clock my time, so 10 p.m. Eastern. Maybe 9 o'clock Eastern. Just kind of depends on her schedule, but it'll be sometime tomorrow night. Late tomorrow
You're going
night.
to go just as it's getting dark.
Yeah, just as it's getting dark, we want to get there. That way everybody can see the road, and hopefully I can live stream it. I'm hoping.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So.
Yeah, that's my hope too, is that I can live stream from the Paragon. So I appreciate the support, and while you guys are doing your channels, if you could shout me out, help me get up there. I'm at 572 now.
Yeah, well,
yeah, for sure.
We tried the other day when we were doing that thing for Lulu. We tried to get you some more.
You got me quite a bit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We'll keep plugging it though.
Oh yeah, I'm on it. I'm in.
And then, Cabby, are you still with us?
I'm still here looking at nuns' outfits.
Cab, are you asleep?
You're not wringing out any sunflower seeds, are you, Cab?
I'm a sunflower seed.
No, the one that you and Uber did.
I'm as happy as can be. I'm a sunflower seed.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Sister Amber alert when she was a little moist.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. We talked about that earlier, Green Bay.
Did you really?
Yes.
Listen, dude.
That was...
I would be scared to death if I saw a nun pull a 1 foot across sunflower head out of her crotch and wring it out. That's scary.
That is
I'm sorry.
I would not want to see that.
That was comedic genius. That was comedic genius, Ben.
You know, I try to offer him because we're trying to get him to go to at least go meet up with everybody, right? And he's like, well, where would I sleep? And I said, you know, you can bunk out in our room. And
you said you can sleep with me.
Yeah, you can. Well, and I don't have the right equipment, so you know, yeah, I don't got the right equipment, and you wouldn't be there, so he kind of declined.
He said her cot isn't half as big as Green Bay Wacky's.
Yeah, yep. He did say that. He did say that.
And I'll tell you, you know, this bear's got a beautiful honeycomb in the back of his pickup truck, so I guess that's where I'll be sleeping.
Yeah, no, you said that you had to get Green Bay's permission to bunk with Aniki and Jackson.
That's exactly right.
Well, if you're going to sleep in your truck, at least, you know, you wouldn't get in trouble if you were in the hotel parking lot.
That's right. I'm just a visitor. I'm just visiting.
Mm-hmm.
You could always
I'll be like, no, that's Cab 7. How do you not know who that is?
It would just be like California, be a bunch of liberals letting anybody park anywhere in any parking lot in any vehicle and fall asleep without having any repercussions.
I see that all the time at the Walmart here.
Yeah, same at our Walmart. The RVs are all lined up all the time. They don't care.
Well, it's one thing. It's about 24 hours, but here in California, half the shit closes down. And
Oh.
they used to be, if you had it parked in a certain area over an hour, then they would ticket you. Well, all of a sudden, now that they started changing, the liberals started trying to fight against, the Republicans and everything even more now that Trump's in office. They just like, oh, okay, we'll just lift that ban and you can park anywhere, anything, no matter what it is, anywhere for any length of time, and you're not going to be ticketed. I have seen so many freaking vehicles that I swear should not even been on the road. RVs, Winnebagos and shit that should not even be allowed to freaking drive because you're afraid the panel is going to fly off of it. Parking in various different spots. It's like, okay, sure.
Well, California is different. I remember when I went to LA, we pulled up to this gas station like 6 a.m, thinking we're gonna get some gas, and they had freaking chains wrapped around the pumps. I'm like, we're not in Kansas anymore, dear.
Well, depending on what part of LA you're talking about, that shit's a premium. They will figure out a way to freaking get their damn gas for free. So they lock that shit up in certain areas up that way.
See that, yeah.
Cracker Barrel's got like RV parking back of the thing for like up to 24 hours.
Yeah. Cracker Barrel, most of them, they have the space. They have designated RV spots in the back too.
Really? Now that's a useful thing.
By the way, Lady Swann,
Barrel.
thanks for inviting me up here on your panel. By the way, it's an honor.
I'm glad
You didn't, I did. No.
glad you were able to make it.
You're a team. You're a team.
So, Cab, are you going live in the morning like you normally do?
I would like to go live somewhere in the morning. I don't know exactly what time because I got to go grocery shopping in the morning. So yeah, there's going to be some sort of inspiration, even if it has to do with a cot and two guys. That's fine.
Oh my goodness.
And a pregnant nun.
Yeah.
No pregnant nun involved there. If there's two guys and there's a nun in between, we got a problem.
You do like Walmart or a grocery store?
Yeah, I like to go to Giant. That would be my preference because I can afford the prices there. But Marla prefers to go to Giant, so instead of Walmart. Yeah, so I spend just as much money for a half a basket of groceries when I could go to Walmart and spend the same amount of money and get a full basket of groceries. It doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. But
Yeah,
hey, listen, I appreciate you bringing me up on your panel tonight. That was totally unexpected. I had nothing going on tonight, and it worked out perfect. I needed this.
Yeah. Your family here, and you're more than welcome anytime.
Amen to that. Amen.
Oh yeah, everybody's family here. Green Bay, Cab 7, Anarchy. Man, love y'all.
Everybody in the chat.
Well, I gotta let you know now. Now there was a little bit of some disturbance happened about 8 months ago here on YouTube in our community, and there was a rumor going around, and this was told to me, I think, by Larry himself, and there was a rumor going around that I was the president of Nations 13.
Oh, geez.
So, I won't ever forget that. I took it as a compliment, but I laughed my ass off.
And remember, you're a master hacker too, Ben.
Yeah, and I'm a master hacker.
The man who can't even work a webcam.
Good memories. Good memories.
Hasn't it really been 8 months ago that Nations?
It's been a long time since that rumor went out.
Yeah.
Wow. Time flies when you're having fun.
Out of all people in the frickin' YouTube, me, the leader of Nations 13? Are you serious?
Look, Mr. President, I do.
Hey. I got demoted to secretary.
Love it.
I'm just kidding.
Mudgun, what's up? Your plans for the next few days with YouTube? Anything going on?
No, we actually have a 10-year anniversary video I have to make. It's going to be involved with writing, of course, but I'm excited about getting the August trip up.
Yeah, we'll talk with Lou after the end of the stream. I'll jump in the call. We'll iron out some of those details.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to get Lou down there.
Killed them all. Here, put this in the envelope. I'm going to send it to Jackson.
You want to send a moth to Jackson?
He's not dead yet. He's just a little fella. Landed on the TV.
Little feller.
Here, Jackson.
I'm trying.
I got it on your keyboard.
I was trying to figure out, Mudcon, are those full size vehicles or more like the smaller ones?
What, the Razor?
Is that? Oh, that's a Razor. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what they put under the hood on those.
It'll run about 80, 82.
Because that's how fast you got to go on dirt trails.
Are they more like a motorcycle type engine, or are they what kind of engine?
It's 4-stroke. It's a full size. They make turbos and
oh wow.
Yeah. Mine to the rear wheels is about 94 horsepower, which on that size vehicle is good. I can scare you very fast.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Jim B, I've actually heard about Ruby, Arizona, and trust me, if I ever make it west, that is definitely a location I'd love to go check out. It's a big ghost town.
Where's that again?
Ruby, Arizona.
Oh yeah.
How far are you from Phoenix?
Cat 7 belongs to the Men in Black Society.
How
Megan
far are
says
from
you have it
Phoenix?
all wrong, Cab 7. Cab 7 belongs to the Men in Black Society.
How far from Phoenix are you?
Jim B, how far from Phoenix are you?
Yeah, just deck it out.
You know, Ben, I was just thinking you should take your F-250 and then Mudcon, he gets his Razor and you guys like go at it on the trails.
Jay, you called that a girly truck, remember?
Well, it doesn't have any rust. You got to get some rust. or at least some mud on it. At least
That's
some
because
mud.
I take care of my vehicles there, Dave. You know, when I went out to meet Dave, he showed off that RV of his. He said, "Look, I've got an RV. You don't have one."
I'm
said,
glad I didn't say
I
that.
said, that's pretty cool, man. Let me see the inside of this thing. So I go inside. He opens up the freaking door, and it smells like horrors in there.
No.
Oh, yeah. It smelled like a whorehouse in there. Well, come to find out, it's a subsidiary of Pornhub. It's like, what the
After clad mud thongs and shame.
Jeez.
Do you see what I have to put up with being friends with this man?
But you love it.
I know. I tell you, I say it all the time. You'll never be the same if you spend a day with Cab 7 in real life.
You know,
out in public. I mean,
I won't forget when we were inside the RV making love. Dave, I will not forget when you told me. I said, Dave, what kind of wallpaper is that you've got inside the 1985 RV? And you said that's not wallpaper, that's cum stains.
Good thing you're not monetized yet.
I get Lady Swann's live streams are being broken in the Cab 7 fashion.
Holy crap, man.
Hell, it's only 3 hours in. What the hell?
Wow. I've been polite. I haven't even sworn.
Alrighty then.
For those that want to know me a little bit better, I do 2 kinds of inspiration, okay?
Oh.
And that's why we love you.
Wow.
Fantasies.
I had a feeling she's going to get their channel broken in tonight, one way or another. Either Cab was Boostic Dad was going to see the link I sent him show up unexpectedly.
Lunatic Dad came up here?
No, but I did send him a link.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, Larry, if you're out there lurking, we love you, Larry.
Definitely. Miss him.
I miss him a lot.
Sure do.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Definitely,
He's got real life, you know, he's got real life to deal with, you know.
Yeah, it's Saturday night. It's date night with Mama, so.
Yeah. So, Lou,
Yeah.
what are your plans for your channel this week? Anything going on? Other than Monday, you stream at 10?
Yeah, Monday I go live. Monday.
Tuesday, I'll probably get my channel taken down for talking about the wrong kind of.
It's been nice knowing you, Ghost. After
know, right?
Although, and don't say this out loud, but this week we got a special guest that said they'd come on for the conspiracy theory show. He happens to be on your panel, but I won't tell him. I won't tell who it is.
I know who it is.
Oh, I think he just changed his mind.
It was a hot mic. I didn't hear anything. It was
Jim B says, "Hey Lou Rock, just don't shoot anyone with your spirit box. Laugh out loud."
My spirit box gun.
Yeah, and watch out for strange drinks out in the middle of nowhere, Lou. Oh my goodness.
You know what? But what the hell is their drink doing there for? That's what I want to know.
Lou,
What the
Christina
hell is
wants
there?
to know when you're going to do a patron live.
Actually, I need to do one very soon, next day or two.
There you go.
Who said that?
Christina and Sons, Swann.
Tell her to hit me up in a private message and we'll set something up because I do need to do it.
Well, she's in the chat, so she heard you.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right. So,
all right.
I guess she got the message then.
Yeah,
just private message me and we'll set it up with the other patrons and stuff.
No, he always forgets about me, but I am a patron of his.
Dang.
Oh,
wow.
Scaredy cat,
man.
Scaredy cat. That's not a fantasy. It's reality. Okay?
I want to see if Gab would see that.
Oh yeah, you're damn right. I'd see that. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Now, Green Bay, are you going to be doing the insomnia stream tonight?
I don't know. I'll have to see. I kind of feel tired, but I kind of don't. Maybe later. Maybe we'll see. It's only midnight. It's too early.
Too early.
He will be live approximately between 4 and 4:30. He'll be going live.
Do what the wife wants to do, you know.
Got any cookies?
Oh my goodness. I had a bunch of them today, Lou.
Me, I don't know. My schedule's still being worked on, so I'm not sure if I'll be going live Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but definitely again next weekend at some point.
Once I get my shop in order, I might end up starting to do some lives.
There you go, Frank.
Once I get this thing put together finally and start being able to do stuff, I'm going to be bringing people into the shop and educating them.
He said educating them.
Yeah, I'm going to learn them a thing or two.
Learn them today.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and end this for the night, and I do want to thank everybody on. I already talked to Aniki. Yeah.
You got Cab, right?
Yeah, I got Cab.
Okay.
I got them all.
You got my gun?
I got my gun. I'm on this. Shut up.
Shut up, Ghost.
You tell him, Henry, take that whip.
I wanted to ask Green Bay Wacky before I leave this panel. I taught him I taught him something really cool, how to bop his baloney.
Oh my! Oh,
But at the time, he was using his left hand, and he said he wasn't getting anywhere with that. I said, try your right hand; it might make a difference.
Oh my lord.
Shit.
Sorry.
check this out.
You're not sorry.
I don't know.
What is he playing with? A model airplane?
Yeah,
My-
it looks like
My wife's dad passed away recently, 98. I mean, that's a long life. We're okay. But he was a woodworker, and he had today at the reunion, we opened up the shop, and all the kids and grandkids and everything went in. He's got tractors and all. And anyway, so we picked the plane, one of his planes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Dude, that
he made
is
these
like,
all by hand. All of these, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. So yeah,
dude, you
That's
have got
cool.
to connect with me and send me the images of that. That is just amazing. Me as a woodworker, I would love to see that in detail. That is amazing.
oh, you're a woodworker? Wow, you should see his tractors that he made. He's got all these tractors, and yeah, he did it. He loved it, and he did for years and years, and built up quite a collection. So
Yeah,
I didn't know you were a
that's what I decided.
woodworker. Wow.
So I decided to move out here and give my kids a different life, and I decided I got to try to work at a corporate America and went back to what I knew and what I grew up as, and doing woodworking. That's what I'm doing right now, is trying to organize my shop, because I moved in March, and I've been getting tools after left and right. And yeah, I do find woodworking. I love doing that shit by hand. Anything that I
Wow.
see it's. I'm always looking under the tables at the restaurant.
Oh
See if they're real or
wow.
not.
I didn't know that.
I work wood too. It's just a different kind of.
I knew that was coming.
woodworking.
That was a given.
That was with Lou's big clock.
And just remember, everyone on the panel, I am Lou's 31st favorite YouTuber, just so everyone knows. So
Oh
I mean, Cap 7 was just literally telling us how he was teaching you woodworking there a few minutes ago. So.
yeah.
We called it bopping your baloney, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, shoot me a connection if y'all don't mind, because like I said, I'm trying to grow this shit and figure it out, and I'm still understanding this technology era.
what's your channel, Frank, by the way? Are you typing in the chat?
No, because I'm using my telephone to freaking hang out on this thing, and
No,
my
he's been
Twitch, I don't know what I'm
doing saws and
I've been
We had-
freaking rearranging, trying to put shit together.
Are you on Twitter, Frank?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
What's your Twitter? I'll follow you.
Stand by. I gotta look and see. I don't know.
Wow.
Told you, I just set the
Arm
and I don't know.
fresh
I just
to
let it do it.
YouTube here.
Okay, so the Twitter, if it'll load eventually.
Hey, Anarchy, Cap 7, Frank, Green Bay, Lay Swann, Lou, and Ghost. Love y'all. I gotta get out of here.
All right,
All
man.
right.
You have a good night.
Hey,
Bye, Mudcon.
much
right.
love,
I'll get-
much love to everybody.
All right, let me try this here.
Have a good night,
Get on a
Mudcon.
call with you.
Thanks, y'all.
I
See
do
y'all.
own Chevys too, along with my Fords. So
Nah, I know, right?
I got them both. I got them both.
I work for Chevy, so I have to wear this.
Ask them why they screwed the pooch on the '98 Silverado tranny.
Well, that's not the only one.
That ain't,
But they got it right on the '92.
I know, right? Much love, y'all. See y'all.
See you guys.
All right, see you,
Bye.
Mudcon.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and close this
Okay.
down, guys. I
I
want to
think,
thank
see
everybody
if it
for
went
coming up.
through.
Y'all are all welcome to
See
stay
if
on
it
for
went
the
through
after
on the
call.
chat.
Stay on the after call, Frank, and you can
See if
tell
my-
Green Bay.
Okay.
Hold on. But thank y'all for coming in tonight, and I will look forward to seeing y'all again next weekend. Just watch for the stream. And it'll, like I said, it'll either be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. My schedule's up in the air right now, so just keep posted. And if you drop a like, I appreciate it. Much love, everybody. Have a good night.
Have a good day, everyone.